Welcome to Spartan Stadium for the 2015 football season. Here we are tonight with the Mount Brook Spartans versus the Huntsville Crimson Panthers. Russell, it's a brand new season, brand new players. Who are we looking at this year on offense that's going to be one of the star players for the Spartans?
Sure, George. Well, I know the guys are fired up. First game, we had a jamboree last week against Chelsea, tied in that. And in that game, number 8, Harrison Pyburn played really well. He's going to be a key on offense. We've got, obviously, a lot of new stars over there. Connor Dare will be our quarterback. So, Harrison is a tough runner. He's going to be, important that he gets loose and it makes those defenders feel it when they have to tackle him.
Absolutely. And, of course, we got that group in that offensive line, and Bryce Delk, number 60, that's going to be anchoring that line, and Lawton Sparks, number 78. What about on defense? We got our big leader. We got the guy back that we had last year, big number 45. Tell me who that is.
Well, yeah, so Joe Donnell's back, and he's back because he was injured last year, and we sorely missed him when he came out. Will Wetzer did a great job filling in for him, and Will be back at linebacker. But Joe, number 45, will be one to watch on defense, and it's going to be important. They've got a big old bruising running back. He's shifty, but he's also powerful. So they've got 2 running backs. One they split out, number 17, and then the other running back, I believe, is number 10, and he can get after it.
Well, so we're looking for a big game tonight from our defense. Speed is what we're looking for. And then, of course, on the offensive side, we're going to have to move the ball. And what Coach was saying early was keep jabbing, keep hitting, and we'll knock them down. All right, when we come back, we're going to get ready for the Mount Brook Spartans versus Huntsville Crimson Panthers for the 2015 start of our season.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all. And one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
Practicing the fundamentals, that's the key to success. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on proven principles, facing challenges together to help reach your financial goals.
Welcome back to Spartan Stadium. As the captains are coming out of the field, we are just a few moments away from kickoff for the opening game of the season, George.
All right, we are. I'll tell you what, welcome back 2015. I've had, Kenny Chesney playing all day, Boys of Fall. I've had little glory days, Bruce Springsteen. And now we got Spartan football.
And our captains?
Our captains are number 40, Tanner Dean, who's a linebacker, who's a junior. Number 73, Christian Johnston, right guard, junior. And number 78, Lawton Sparks, left tackle, senior. Captains got some really good students, and Coach was really picking the top students this week. Tell us about that, Russell.
Yeah, so they had a math teacher who was very impressed with their involvement in the class and willingness to come up to the board. In fact, she made the comment, Tanner is right-handed, and he came up and did an equation left-handed on the board. So she wrote a letter to Coach Yeager telling him what a great job these 3 guys have done. And so congrats to Tanner and Christian and Lawton on not just being successful on the field, but being successful in the classroom as well.
And Russell, we can attest, 30 years later, as we celebrate our high school reunion this weekend, many of these guys will end up in their careers this season. They're going to some excellent stuff.
He's got the Spartans through the banner, and they'll head to the far sideline in preparation for game 1 of the 2015 season.
Oh, the chill just went down my spine.
Yes.
I so love it. Just think about last year, 9 points. 9 points puts us into that state playoffs. I'm telling you.
3 points does. All we need is one game.
One game.
And 9 points gives us a home field
advantage. I'll tell you. So this is a good team. We got some of the returning starters back. We got some newcomers coming in, as we talked about in the pregame. It's going to be a good year.
And the field looks exceptional. Looking good down there. Huntsville a little late coming out of the locker room. They're just now gathering behind their banner.
Well, it looked like we had the extra large banner. They look like they have the small banner.
Theirs has been run through the dryer a few times.
It has.
Shrunk.
That wouldn't fit me.
Officials still out in the middle of the field.
There are a lot of them. Russell, I counted. I think we got some referees in training.
Yeah, so now here's what the deal is. It's interesting. I was talking to one of the officials pregame, and so the minimum number to call a game is 5. The maximum number is 11, and that's what we have.
Holy cow.
And the home team gets to choose whether they want a max officiating crew. And so it was, Coach Yeager and the staff that, has actually requested a max crew. So that's by our request that we have as many as we have here tonight.
11, did you say?
They're at 11. So you see down there,
where do they put them all?
well, you got 7 on the field. You've got 2 over there handling the chain.
Okay, that
got
includes
one
the
up
chain
here.
crew and the one up here. Okay, that makes more sense.
And then you've got a spare.
Okay. Well, that's not unsensible then. I was thinking of 11 guys on the field and wondering how we were going to keep from running into them.
Well, you've got them running the chains too as the home team. You're not going to have the other team complaining about, where'd you spot that, the first downs, and it's just all above board. You don't have to worry about anything. So we will start on defense, and these guys have got some great skill here. We'll talk about that in a minute. George, you want to give us the starting defensive lineup?
I will. First of all, I want to say how excited I am to see number 87, Harrison Ritchie, about to kick off.
Absolutely.
And right after this kickoff, I'll run through that defensive lineup for us.
Harrison.
That Northwestern Mutual defensive lineup, starting lineup.
Deep man is Deshaun Grays. Deep in the center of the field, and it's going to come to him at the 4. Grays comes up the middle of the field, weaves around some interference from Mountain Brook, and then he is gang tackled by the Spartans before he gets to the 20.
It looked like number 94, Thomas Byrne, in on that tackle. Was that number 94 that I saw making that tackle? Hey, the starting defensive lineup, Northwestern Mutual defensive lineup. At nose guard, Butler Wilbanks, number 98. Number 89 at defensive end, Ford Alexander. Sam Colvin, number 91. Kipper Sanders, 44. Joe Donald, 45. Will Wetzler, number 25. Henry Bars, 26. Matt Campbell, number 12. Zachary Carroll, number 11. Drew Smith, number 2. Joey Keaton, number 1. And Chandler Cox, number 4 for your Northwestern Mutual starting defensive lineup.
1st and 10, Huntsville from their 19, and they hand it off. A run over the right side gets a yard or 2 before he is again gang tackled by several guys wearing green.
Number 12, Matt Campbell coming lowering the boom for the first tackle of the season.
So the way our defense sets up, the middle is so crucially important, and McKinnon Cox, who's been anchoring that nose tackle position, got hurt. So Butler Wilbanks has stepped in, and he is going to have his hands full. But first play, what a stop for Mountain Brook.
They look to pass over the middle, incomplete. I think it was raked out of his hands. Perfect timing on the play by Matt Campbell.
Number 12, Matt Campbell. And that 3-5 defense, as Russell was just talking about, can put some pressure up the middle. And you saw Sanders coming in and putting a little pressure there, and then Matt Campbell knocking the ball down.
Yes, they run this hurry up. Doesn't give us a chance to. We've got a nickel package. You mentioned Joey Keating typically comes in as a nickel back, but given the hurry up they've got, we're going to stay at our base.
3rd down and 8. Quarterback back to pass over the middle. He snuck that one in there, and the tackle is made, but looks like he just barely, with that extra effort, big number 88 for them, got the first down.
Kipper Sanders, number 44, making the tackle.
I thought Will Lutz was going to strip that thing out on him. Good job holding on the ball by them. So 17 is their playmaker spread out, and 10 is who they like to give the ball to up the middle.
Matthew Nallon, their quarterback, he gives it to 10 over the left side, and he carries the tacklers for a gain of 6 or 7.
Number 44, Kipper Sanders again on that tackle. Number 11, Zachary Carroll. Recognize that last name. Defensive back coming in to help. Who's Jacob Carroll's brother. Playing Jacob, the quarterback last year for the Spartans.
2nd down and 3 for the Panthers at their 37. They fake it on the jet sweep and then hand it off to the tailback. Boy, he's burned. That's burned again. Some nice moves by him, and he picks up another first down.
Yeah, one thing that we worked on this week, and it's not evident right there, is the tackling. It's something that's going to be really important. Number 10, he's got power, but he's very shifty, as you saw right there. And so we're going to wrap him up on our first attempt and bring him down.
It's Gary Fern, the running back. You can tell he's a strong young man. But again, some nice moves on that last play. He is stuffed this time by the Spartans. Ball came loose at the end of the play. I believe he is going to be ruled down.
Number 45, Joe Dono, who we highlighted at the beginning of the game, coming in and making a tackle with a host of Spartans in there.
Chandler Cox got his nose up in there.
Yep.
Held him to just a gain of 1 on that play. Second down and 9 at the Mount Brook 42.
I'm going to have to get my inhaler as quick as they're going. We're going to be winning.
Really?
Oh, that's movement. That'll be 5 back.
They throw the quick screen, and it's stuffed by the Spartans. No gain on the play, and the flag most likely going to be against them anyway.
Yeah, they were moving back up the line of scrimmage. They were offset, and they didn't get back in time, so you could illegal formation, movement.
I'll tell you what, number 32, Connor Busman, that time was drawing that play up. He knew exactly what was coming, and he was in the backfield ready to make that play.
That's the first time they've attempted a screen. That was one of the big things the coaches said. They're going to pound it, and they got a big screen game. They played Dressler last week, and that was one of the primary things they did last week in their 28-6 win.
I guess, did we refuse the penalty?
I think we declined the penalty, bring up 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. Showing blitz, bringing. And they set up the screen against it. What a perfect play call. What a defensive play from Mount Brook, the number 25.
Will Wetzler.
Oh, man. What a play by Will.
They had 4
should have
guys out
worked.
there, and he got through that convoy of blockers. Wonderful play, Will Wetzler.
I'm going to tell you right now, you always think about 6 plays that make the difference in the ball game. That one right there was about to be 6 the other way.
Yeah.
Will Wetzler made a great tackle.
That was definitely a difference maker.
That's the hustle we like in our Spartans.
Punting situation for Huntsville. And it's an end-over-end punt, will not be returnable. It'll bounce and go into the end zone without going out of bounds. I thought that was headed OB.
Woo. We'll take that.
Yeah.
Touchback gives us an extra 8 or 10 yards.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Northwestern Mutual starting lineup here.
Hold on, we got a flag. We may have a repunt. Flag is right.
Oh, no. Let's hope that was post-punt.
Yeah, let's hope it was. Face mask, is that what he showed? He went like face mask signal, but he did it to the side of his head, not in front of it.
Yeah, so I think that's going to put us back on the 10-yard line. So as the Spartans come out to get going on offense, the Northwestern Mutual starting offense will be Owen Constable, number 7 at tight end. Lawton Sparks, left tackle 78. Drew Brown, left guard 67. Rix Curtis will be our center, number 58. Number 73 is Christian Johnston at right guard. Price Delk, number 60, will be right tackle. At wide receivers, we've got Sims Heron. We've got J.P. Darnell, Sean Elmore, Connor Dare is our quarterback, and Harrison Pyburn at running back.
1st and 10 for the Spartans. Inside handoff and nothing there.
You know, the Spartans they're gonna hand it off to number 8, Harrison Pyburn, just to get it started. Mr. Pounded up the middle.
And a new name we're going to see is Harold Joyner. He is a transfer in, 10th grader. So when Harrison's not toting it, look for Harold to be carrying it.
2nd down and 10 for the Spartans. Adair throws. He's got a man right near the marker, and the extra effort's going to get a 1st down and more. Out to the 26-yard line.
Sean Elmore making the catch there and getting some yardage for that 1st down.
Yeah, Sean's an exciting player. Last week they punted or kicked off to us, and first time he touched it, 85-yard touchdown. Look for him to make some spectacular plays just like that one.
Yeah, made a good play right there. Extra effort, extra yard, service 1st down for Matt Brook. Connor Adair in the pistol. Straight handoff up the middle. That time it worked much better. Got about 4 yards on the play.
Well, I tell you
Harrison Pyburn.
I tell you what, I'm gonna love this offensive line, especially the new guys right there in the middle. Christian Johnson, number 73, 67, Drew Brown. Of course, the Rix Curtis, the one that was there last year for us in the middle.
2nd down and 6 for Mountain Brook. And it is Pyburn again, weaving his way through defenders. Well, I tell you what, he made a lot of nice moves. A lot of effort to get 2 yards.
And he's coming off the field. His helmet came off. I'm going to have to talk to him like I talked to his brother Reed Piper about that helmet coming off.
Running in the family.
Bring a 3rd down and about 4.
Number 6 in.
3.
Dylan Sullivan in. Harrison being out.
Yeah, 3rd and a long 3. there. Looks to pass. And again, collision right as the ball got there, knocked it loose. Thought he had it. Got to his fingertips, but number 3 for Huntsville made a good play. Hayes Payne knocked it away.
And I'll tell you, that time Connor got hit. He stayed, held his ground, got hit, made a good throw. It was a good play by Huntsville to knock that one away.
Yeah, it's nice to get that first down, get us off that 10-yard line, get us a little room to punt here.
Number 16 punting for us, Mason Dillard.
Gets away a pretty good punt. He checks up, though. Now takes a positive bounce for Mount Brook, and it'll wind up at the 34 of Huntsville. So both teams have had the ball once and moved it a bit and then got stopped and forced to punt. 7 minutes to play in the first quarter, no score. Mount Brook and Huntsville. Along with George Belakis. Russell Vanderbilt, I'm Lee Tracy.
Oh.
All right, Lee.
Hey, if we look way across the field, there's our high school reunion over there, Russell. Over there visiting.
They don't look a day over 30 years older.
I know I feel like I'm 60 years older.
Now they run the sweep near side, and the Spartans strung it out nicely, and then the tackle was made by Zachary Carroll.
Yeah, they may have had a little formation that time. I didn't see anybody shifting.
I tell you what, I like the speed of our safety there, Zachary Carroll.
Yeah, Zachary's got a tough job. He's going to have to really help on run support, but at the same time, he can't get, sucked up in there where they can throw it back over his head.
I see a new linebacker coming in for us, Mabry Crane, number 41.
I'll tell you what, their Panther down there, that is red.
That is a red Panther.
That is about as red can get.
I think he stole that suit from a Teletubby.
I don't know if we can get a shot of him over on the near side on the track. He
really likes our cheerleaders.
He's gazing at our cheerleaders.
All right, let's get back to the ball game,
Another
guys.
short passing play, and they pick up 3 or 4.
He's mesmerizing us. Let's get back to football.
So they got the 5 yards back and maybe another 3 on top of it.
Drew Smith over there, number 2, making the play.
2nd down and 6. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side for the Panthers. Fake the handoff, throw short. Good short tackle made there.
Number 2, Drew Smith, once again coming in, making the tackle, holding the guy away from the first down marker.
Yeah, that was a nice solid tackle. Drove him backwards, going to bring up 3rd, about 1.5.
Boy, they gave them a pretty good mark on that. Yeah, 3rd and a short 2. They run it out of the pistol formation.
Plenty of time left on the clock. They're changing the play.
6 minutes to play in the first quarter. They run the quick give. Fern again made great moves. Looked like the Spartans had him for little or no gain, and instead his extra effort got him 5 yards and a first.
Mount Brook had a good push there. The defensive line in there with Sam Colvin and Butler Wilbanks and Fort Alexander had a good push and pushed the line back. The back just made a good little move to
find a little opening. We saw him pregame, George. You know that move reminded me of Drew Odom.
Drew Odom,
sure did.
Who we saw before the game.
We got
sitting down. Drew Odom sitting down there. He's gone off to Auburn this year, but he's got to be here for Friday Night Lights.
There you go. We got a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. 5:47 to go in the opening period. No score. Mountain Brook and Huntsville on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
For generations, people in Alabama have raised their families and made their livelihood on the land. It's this tradition of the relationship between the land and the people who care for it that makes Alabama a special place to be. This is Gene Stallings. My friends at Black Ridge Land Company are helping to continue this tradition by combining the best in brokerage service with professional land management and maintenance across Alabama. Their comprehensive approach of on-the-ground analysis coupled with the most innovative online and social media places Black Ridge Land Company in a class of their own as the only land brokerage firm that offers in-house and integrated land management and maintenance along with brokerage services. With their expert understanding of both the business side of an investment in land as well as the investment for creating members for the friends and family, Black Ridge Land Company is a committed partner with you to make the most of your investment, because land is what they do.
Out of the heat break timeout, 1st and 10, Panthers. They give it to Fern again over the left side. He is hit hard and driven back. First hit came from Joe Donald, and then he had lots of help after that.
Yeah, he's like, stick him. He gets on you, he ain't coming off.
He ain't coming off. And then how would you like to be hit by Joe Donald and then get finished up by Ford Alexander?
Yeah, Ford Alexander in there big time too, yeah.
I'm about to say that's a 1-2 package right there.
2nd down and 9. And they run it to Fern again. He's got nothing and he'll like it. It's Ford Alexander again. Give him about 2 feet.
I tell you what, we're missing those 2 ends that graduated from us, but here we are. We're finding our next guys, our next group to come in. Ford Alexander and Sam Colvin and Butler Wilbanks right there in the middle. We're going to have a good production out of those guys.
They did get a positive mark on that, so give him a full yard to the 50. 3rd down and 8. Back to pass.
Got a little pressure.
Is Howard Allen, and he is hit as he throws incomplete.
I tell you what, Kemper Sanders, number 44, applying the pressure for the Spartans. And quarterback making that overthrow.
He blitzed through there. He went right through that guy. That was an impressive rush. That was nice blitz by Kemper, putting that pressure.
And he finished it with a textbook hit. I mean, textbook, right in the middle of his body. Instead of going for the leg, instead of going high for the head, he just drilled him.
All righty, number 84, Sims Heron, is back for the Spartans. Let's see what we get here.
Number 3 for them, I believe, is the safety that's so athletic. He plays like a linebacker, so pay attention to what he does as well.
That's Hayes Payne. And he gets the punt away. And fair catch made at the 17.5-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think he was going to do anything there, but as the game goes on, he's one of the more athletic guys on their team.
Sims Heron, who made the fair catch at the 18. Service 1st down for Mountain Brook.
It's good to get that first series, get Connor Adair out there, get him throw the ball a little bit, get him loosened up. We want to try to force these safeties to come up so we can throw. It's going to cause us to have to be able to run the ball to force those guys up.
We try to run it over the left side. Small hole there that closed quickly. Short gain for Harrison Piber.
You know, once again, here we go. Spartans, nothing new, just pounding the ball. Before the game, coach just kept talking. He says, we're just going to keep jabbing. And sooner or later, our jab's going to hurt them. It's going to knock them down.
We've had a big screen game in the past, and not the same amount of focus, I don't believe, this year with what we've got. Got them spread out this time.
2nd down, a long 8. Fake run. Connor rolls and throws. Has a man underneath. Short gain on the play. Short tackle made by that Panther.
Number 48, Clay Stearns. Coach Stearns' son making the catch there. Great to see him out there playing. He has played with us on some special teams as a 9th grader, and here he is as a 10th grader starting to play for us here. Going to be a good player for us.
Looks like he's playing that tight end H-back
yep.
Position.
And if you get to baseball season, he'll be playing catcher for you.
Absolutely.
He's a stud.
He's a good one. Back to pass. This is Adair. Initially had time, and then he ran out of it and gets sacked at the 15-yard line.
Ooh, I'm going to make a special mention coming out right now. Woody Phipps giving the football to the referee. He's a ball boy, one of the ball boys for us, and he's hustling off the field. Way to go, Woody.
All right, Wood.
Wood's a 6th grader out there. It's going to be a future Spartan here one day.
4th and 13 for the Spartans. Forced to punt. 2:47 to play in a scoreless first quarter. Nice punt. Real nice punt. Third catch called for and made at the Huntsville 48.
We're kind of losing field position, though. You know, we had them backed up, and then they got that nice first down. And if we can hold them here, get that ball back, get it, we can flip it.
Mason Dillard with the nice punt there.
Appears the defense has shown up in mid-season form here. They have a lot better than they did last week. They're sure tackling tonight. Last week they had a few tackles they'd like to try over. I'm very impressed with the way the defense is playing so far.
Well, I tell you what, our Spartan defense is always going to be stingy and quick.
Oh, little flea flicker, throwing deep, and looks like the Spartans have it covered. No chance to complete that. Spartans were back there behind the defender, did not fall for the flea being flicked at all.
No, Drew Smith was the most open guy on that pass route.
But it was impressive to see every single, the linebackers, defense back, nobody bit on that fake. Great job.
2nd and 10. They go back to the running game, but whistles will stop this play.
Yeah, illegal movement again.
That'll move it 5 yards back on Huntsville. Big thanks to all of our sponsors for this year.
We got Medical Properties Trust, Royal Cup Coffee, Northwestern Mutual, Black Ridge Land Company, Dales, Bromberg, Brooks A Million, and Service First.
All right.
We thank all of our sponsors, our long-term sponsors with us also. Appreciate what y'all do for us.
2nd down and 15. It is Fern again. Cuts it to the outside, and he's got some room now. It's a block downfield, and he needed 15 for a first down. He came close to it. Looks like about 13 yards on the play.
That was, I guess, excellent blocking on Chandler Cox. He just couldn't get loose. Sure looked like a lot of jersey.
I'll tell you what, number 99, Wilder Williams is in at nose guard for us right now. Wilder penetrated in the backfield that time. Get that head up, he'll make a big play for us.
Another sophomore out there. They throw the quick pass. It's incomplete. Hard hit made.
Should be interesting. 3rd and almost 3. Brings up 4th and 3 on the incomplete pass.
Yeah, a little
we
surprising.
Stop them here.
They
we
didn't
can
just
flip
give it
the possession. They're going for it.
4th and 2.
Big down. Come on, Brook.
Still 11, now 10 on the play clock. Now down to 5. They get it off, high snap. There's the handoff to Fern. He's got room on the right side. Now we just got to try and get him before he gets to the end zone, and it won't happen. He takes it all the way. On 4th and 2, they go for a 44-yard touchdown run by Gary Fern.
I thought with the high snap we were going to get away with one there. It's almost like they're almost busted our play.
I tell you what, yeah, it was one of those things. Nothing special. Just load it up and run it. So here you are on the extra point. You'll see the special play here. Looks like what we got going there. Go the lineman, come back over.
I see teams do that.
It's like something Boise State would do.
Here's the kick. It goes through. So the 44-yard touchdown run by Gary Fern, and the extra point makes it 7-0 Huntsville with 2:10 to play in the first.
All right, well, we're going to show our resiliency here. We're going to have to get this kick off and answer.
Well, Russell, you were saying it, field position. The first was that 3rd possession by Huntsville. And basically they kept chipping away with that field position. And then you get into the inside the 50.
Well, we've had a couple of big downs, where we've just got to make that one play, kind of like we did, that first possession.
All righty, well, look at this. We got number 3, Sean Elmore back. And is that right? Number 4?
Chandler
Cox.
Well, let's hope they kick it off to Mr. Elmore.
Did you say where he transferred from, Russ?
You know, I can't remember.
Okay.
We're just happy to have him as a Spartan.
And that is into the end zone for a touchback. I was asking because his name sounds familiar to me, like
I think he
like I saw him play for his former team wherever it was. Man, look at the clouds.
Oh yeah.
They got a beautiful pink. I mean, that's artistic. That's an oil painting.
Well, I'm not going to say anything, but the last time I saw that color and the sky looking that beautiful, it was an Alabama-Auburn game down in Tuscaloosa where Cam Newton came back against the Tide.
Oh.
I thought you weren't going to say it.
I wasn't. So for all you Auburn fans right now, you're looking at the sky right now.
Well, I remember all that. I don't remember what the sky looked like. I got to be honest with you.
When I saw that color coming in, I knew we were in trouble.
1st and 10 for the Spartans. Different running back. Short gain on the play for
Harold Joyner, number
Harold
5.
Joyner.
You know, Joyner, he runs a lot like Derrick Henry. You know, he's got that upright running style, and it doesn't look like he's moving very fast. You turn up, it's a 5-yard gain.
Another sophomore. Boy, how many sophomores have we mentioned already tonight? Brook, a lot of youth on the team. Connor Adair throws on the run, and it's incomplete. Boy, it was right at the first down marker, too.
J.P. Darnold on that. Out there on the route. He'll snag that next one and look it in and bring it on down.
Minute 33 to go. Be nice to get a first down or two here.
Ball's at the 24-yard line of Mountain Brook.
Spartan formation.
3rd and 6. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. Here's the outlet underneath. And it is, boy, you're right about the running. I really saw it on that open field running there, Russell. He did run upright like Derrick Henry, and he ran for a first down like Derrick Henry would too. Harold Joyner.
Excellent play call. As soon as they brought that linebackers on that blitz, they released him. Perfect play call.
I tell you what, Harold Joyner looking like he's been carrying the ball for 3 years for us.
High and tight.
He looked good.
Beautiful timing was necessary on that play. They did it just right. They give it to Harold again. He spins away from that first tackler and falls forward for a gain of 3.
I tell you what, once again, right there on the middle, I tell you what, I'm liking old Harold Joyner here. A little 1-2 punch with Harrison Pyburn.
He looked real smooth on those 2 plays.
Yeah.
Second down and 7. Back to pass is Adair. Now he rolls right and throws. A little too high. Boy, he had a lot on that one. And couldn't be reeled in by J.P. Darnell.
I'm looking on the offensive line right now. It looks like number 72, John Pelham, is in the game at right guard, right there next to the right tackle, Price Delp. Of course, number 58, Rix Curtis, is in there. Drew Brown, number 67, and Lawton Sparks, 78, providing the blocking for us tonight.
Big 3rd and 7 play here. Pyburn over into the slot. 5 receivers in the formation. Adair throws over the middle. Oh, almost a tremendous catch, but could not quite hold on.
Yeah,
Sean Elmore.
They brought the linebacker blitz from the backside. He was covered on Pyburn. I think Connor had already seen the player he wanted to throw it to. It's unfortunate because Pyburn was released. Might still be running. It's one of those things they'll see on film, and he'll get that read. You know, this being the first time he started, there's just, the game just moves a lot faster right now.
I'm impressed he can get the ball away right
Well, he's tough. Have you seen him sit back in there?
Yeah.
Another nice punt and a fair catch.
Yeah, Connor's done, I think, a really fine job staying in that pocket because they're bringing some heat.
Bringing heat at him, and he's not scared of it at all.
And we're close to breaking those passes, too.
Yeah, very close.
There's been several just right off the fingertips.
Well, yeah, Sean Elmore catches that one. I mean, he's off to the races.
He almost finger-tipped it in. 24 seconds to play in the first quarter, 7-0 Huntsville. And they give it to Fern. Look at him pick his way through there. He's an impressive runner, got 13 yards and a first down.
Tell you what, we're a little probably down a little size up front. Once we muscle up a little bit, get our hat off of the guy and make a tackle, we're going to be okay.
Ball's at the 42 of Huntsville, 1st and 10. And they go ahead and let the quarter clock run out, so that'll do it. First quarter of the first game is in the books. 7-0 Huntsville after 1 on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
How do you do your dance? Summertime, party time, cooking on the grill. It's a legendary taste that's been around for 50 years. A secret family recipe with the bull on the label. How do you do your dance before you put it on the table? Pour it on your chicken, do you marinate your steak? Brush it on your burgers when you grill and make some gravy. Veggies and steaks, they cook up so well. How do you do it? How do you do your dance?
A dedication to quality has no fear of time. For over 100 years, we have been serving our customers with the most savoring coffee experience. Royal Cup Coffee. Savor the experience.
Practicing the fundamentals, that's the key to success. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on proven principles, facing challenges together to help reach your financial goals.
First down play after first play of the second quarter, and it's a good one for the Mountain Brook defense. Whoa, Wetzler in there again. Also in on the stop, is that 58? Yeah, 58 for the Spartans. That is Rick Curtis.
Yeah, we need
Rick's is our center. I think it was number.
Oh, that's right.
Number 98. I think it might have been Butler Wilbanks in there.
Yeah, we need to thank them for running trick plays
from the defense.
Yeah, you're right, George. It was 98. Butler Wilbanks. Pardon me.
I mean, they are moving the ball on us. They keep trying to do tricks, and it's
really.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, try it again.
All right, big third down here. We need to hold him here, get the ball back.
Bradford Turner, number 46, in at linebacker for the Spartans.
Third down and nearly 12. Allen throws, he overthrows. It's incomplete, and that's a good job by the defense very quickly. 3 downs and a punt coming up.
Nice coverage by number 12, Matt Campbell, in there.
And we should get the best field position. I mean, we have had no field position.
Right.
Number 12, Matt Campbell, defending on the play. 4th down, Huntsville. On the punt for Huntsville, number 3, Hayes Payne.
Keep hearing Matt Campbell. I might be breaking out in a country tune here in a second.
That's Glenn.
Glenn Campbell. Okay, good. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Mac, I'm sorry.
Rhinestone Cowboy.
I don't know why I was
we
thinking
don't have
that.
too many men. Who's I'm afraid we've got 12 people. Okay, good.
What do we do? A recount and
one of the officials.
I saw him counting and he threw it like we had illegal participation.
It's them that have 12.
Yeah, really.
Not us.
Yeah, he must have added one of the officials to our 11. We'll try this punt again. Good snap back. Some pressure. It's an end-over-end kick. Fair catch called for and made. A little bobble, but made.
Russell, I think you're right. I think before the night's over, we might be getting us one of these punts.
Sims Heron made the fair catch.
32-yard punt. Spartans take over first and
And the Spartans do get decent field position.
Well, it's all relative. It's, you know, we've started on the 10-yard line and the 18-yard line, so
the 27 ain't
I
bad.
mean, that's like midfield.
Yeah.
All right, offense back out here. We've got Harrison Piper in the backfield. Connor Dare back out. First quarter, he was 3 of 7 for 34 yards.
And all 4 of the misses were really close. They'll do a play-action pass, and he throws incomplete. Boy, he had 2 receivers out there, and the ball wound up between the 2 of them.
No, but you're right. His passes have been real close to being completed. Again, in some, you know, we didn't throw the ball much last week. It was just a jamboree game. I mean, a lot of this is just kind of, you know, getting
timing.
Yeah, getting used to the game speed.
Second down and 10 for Mountain Brook. Connor will fake. No, he'll give the handoff at a short gain of about 2 over the left side for Harrison Piper.
Yeah, we're not.
61 for them. Elijah Thomas is making a lot of plays on that defensive front.
They've got
Big player.
got some pretty good sized backsides out there.
Yes. Third and 8. Connor throws over the middle again. It's just a little bit beyond the fingertips, and then Sean Elmore had to absorb a hard hit by the other number 3.
Yeah, number 3 is why I was mentioned. He plays more like a linebacker. They've got him back there.
Hayes
run a split safety, and he's a hitter.
Hayes Payne brought some pain that time.
Well, but I'll tell you what, Sean Elmore shows his toughness, goes up, exposes himself, strong man, comes down, and didn't phase him.
He just bounced right back up and went off the field. 4th down punting situation for Mountain Brook.
Mason Dillard punting for the Spartans.
And another pretty good punt. Another fair catch called for and made at the 41.
I'll tell you, Mason's doing his job. I mean, it's been a bunch of fair catches on the punt, so getting some hang time out there and letting Joe Donald get down there and Drew Smith to cover.
But still, as you have mentioned, Russell, they've still got the field position advantage big time. We start at the 27. It's our best field position of the night, and they're starting at the 41 again.
So other than the initial possession they had, they really have started with great field position.
Gene Stallings would be proud of this field position.
Well, and it becomes extra important in a game where defenses are the stronger side, it would appear.
Yep.
They give it right up the gut to Fern, and he goes straight up the middle for 4 yards. Ford Alexander and others in on the stop.
Number 10, Gary Fern.
You know, that's really the first time they've moved the ball at all straight up the middle. Butler Wilbank's doing a fabulous job up there clogging up the middle.
And number 92's in the ball game, Ellen Anthony, defensive line.
Second and 6. They run it up the middle again. This time very short gain before he's thrown back. Ford Alexander in the mix again. And who's that got up off the... Oh, I should have known. Number 45, Joe Donald. Should have known he'd have been in the middle of that.
And Russell had just talked about Butler Wilbank sticking it up in there. And then
he took 2 blockers,
which
is what you've got to ask your nose guy. He's got to force him to put 2 blocks so that we can keep a linebacker free to make the tackle.
And what's great is Ford Alexander is the one that makes the tackle, and he makes a hit on there, and then your linebackers come and finish it off.
They only got about 1.5 yards on that play. Third down and a long 4. Allen back to pass. They set up the screen. Oh, great job by the Spartans. He did fall forward. It's going to be close to a first down.
Thought we had him stopped. Just a nice effort on his part. He didn't get it. He's really close.
Yeah.
I'd say Joe Donald was there to make the initial hit, and then Tanner Dean finishes it off. But
well, it's close. He's at least close enough to it that they'll most certainly go for it, I would think, on 4th down. We've got 8:46 to play in the second quarter. Huntsville leads it 7-0, and it is just a little bit short.
George, did you say you saw Tanner Dean out there?
Number 40. He was out there on that last play.
Oh, well, good. He's got a broken hand. He's got it all bandaged up, and I wasn't sure if he was going to be cleared to play.
He's coming in and out. It looks like right now we got number 1 in there, Joe Keating, the defensive back.
You know, when you don't go under center and you've only got to get 6 or 8 inches, it does introduce a whole other element of excitement.
Matthew Nallon is their quarterback. And he'll stay in that pistol.
There we go.
He tried to draw Mountain Brook off. He did the effervescent count, and he got his own guy to jump. That's a big break for Mountain Brook.
That's a big word.
Look at
effervescent.
Yeah. It wasn't the word I was originally going for, but I never could find that one, so I had to go with plan B.
Hard count.
Yeah, hard count.
And here you come over to the sideline and get a joyful earful.
It's always that 4-letter word that hangs you up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a good thing I can't find those sometimes. So 4th and 5 now.
I'm just glad I'm not playing Scrabble against either of you.
Yeah. This is a short punt.
Don't let it hit you.
Goes out of bounds. We're going to get some field position.
They find 41 maybe?
That was a weak
41? Come on up. Come on up.
That was a shank.
They're about 39. Very
39,
good.
that'll work.
That's our field position.
Yeah,
So they come back this way.
12-yard punt.
There we go.
All right, we got to take advantage of this. I mean, you'd like to score every time you get it, obviously, but I really think we got to get a couple of first downs at a minimum here and
we got to
get something happening.
It's been a pretty evenly played game. They just had the one big play, the 44-yard touchdown run by Gary Fern.
Is that the water break again? What we got going on?
Usually take that
I thought that was
at
more
the
than 7.5.
first stoppage of play after the 6-minute mark is when they normally take that.
I guess they were thirsty.
Unless somebody called it. Well, we'll take a break as well. 8:26 to play in the second quarter. 7-0 Huntsville on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all. And one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
How do you do your dance? Summertime, party time, cooking on the grill. It's a legendary taste that's been around for 50 years. A secret family recipe with the bull on the label. How do you do your dance before you put it on the table? Do you pour it on your chicken? Do you marinate your steak? Brush it on your burgers when you grill and make some gravy. Veggies and steaks, they cook up so well. How do you do it? How do you do your dance?
Out of the break, 1st and 10 for Mountain Brook at their 39-yard line. Service first down. Hunter Adair, again, just missing on that pass. He had a man open.
You know, most of his passes are high. Tells me he's jacked up. Tells me he is fired up, ready to go. He's got that adrenaline flowing. I think as he settles down, the balls are going to be right there on the money.
And they've all been fastballs, too.
Oh, yeah.
Might want to, some of them might help to have a little touch on it. But
I mean,
again,
he had the right guy there. He was wide open.
He's young, gaining experience with every play. 2nd down and 10. Give it to Sean Elmore. He breaks one tackle, now cuts it to the other side. He's got room to run across midfield. Breaks another tackle. 40, 35, 30. They'll finally push him out of bounds inside the 30 at about the 28.
How about number 14, Mr. Adair down the field making a block to get us an extra 5 to 7 yards.
How about the vision?
Yes.
That was a sweet play. Saw it, cut it back inside, made a couple of moves, broke it to the outside, showed great speed there.
What a run.
Good
by
blocking.
Sean Elmore. That's the play of the game so far. It was meant to go right. It started right, but then he went left and got a big gainer out of it. Service first down for Mountain Brook. And it's Joyner. Joyner cuts it back to the right. He shows good surge and gets inside the 25. Gained almost 5 on that play.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see from up here. Obviously, it's a little more difficult. But when you get down there, he's got a big old set of legs on him.
Yep. Hey, I tell you what, but that last run that we saw, the vision, I mean, it reminded me of like a Gene Jelks kind of running.
Yeah,
it just has a vision of the whole field and moving and grooving.
Auburn likes him too.
That's right.
Rolling right, Adair.
There you go.
He had a nice throw with touch right there, and it worked complete. And looks like it's enough for a first down.
It is. That's a nice job, buddy. That's just exactly what we needed.
And J.P. Darnold with the catch. Great job, J.P. We're going to look forward to calling his name out many times this season.
Service first down for the Spartans down to the 18-yard line.
All right, the big hogs up front are holding them off. Keep going, line.
And they will give it to Pyburn. He sidesteps the first tackler in the backfield, and he'll settle for a short gain.
And once again, Huntsville just putting a bunch of guys up in the box.
Yeah, one of the things, and since it's tape delayed, we can say this. I don't think anyone's going to hear us until Monday. When we got inside the 20, they said we wanted to force them to bring it up and do some play action and go up over top. So we'll see if now they've got one of the safeties walked up, if we can get something deep on them.
Connor Adair alone in the backfield. He's got 5 receivers in the formation. Throws underneath to Pyburn. Takes a hard hit, still falls forward to the 10.
You know, that defense back was set up perfectly to come up and lay the hit on Harrison.
And the one place you do not want to hit Harrison Pyburn is up high.
No, you don't want to.
All right, for 2 reasons. One, he loves it.
Yeah.
And 2, you're going to absorb the pounding.
Which is exactly what happened there, yeah.
I bet with the wind knocked out of him.
Whew. That is one strong young man in Harrison Pyburn. We've got 6:45 to play in the second quarter. 7-0 Mountain Brook trailing Huntsville, but their best offensive drive of the night going on right now.
Yeah, I think that's all it was. The wind knocked that out of him.
Yeah, good to see him trotting off the field.
He made a big hit.
That is Freddie Carradine.
Or he made a big got hit.
I'm about to say, it looks like he might be at the shoulder, too, on him.
All right. 3rd down, and it would be wonderful if we could figure out a way to get this thing a first down inside the 10.
Big 3rd down play here. Tight formation.
Got 12 seconds left on the play clock. Plenty of time.
Now Pyburn shifts behind Adair. And Harrison has it. A hole that closed quickly. They're still pushing. Looks like he got about 2 or so.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, that last surge actually did get him, depending on the mark. He is very close to the first down.
Are they coming to measure, or are they going to give him the first down? Oh, it looks like they're marking him short.
Short.
I initially thought he was well short, but where they're putting the ball down, it's pretty doggone close. Now I think, Mountain Brook's taking a timeout.
I'd ask for a measurement just so you know what you're dealing with here. Make sure that they've got that thing spotted.
Might as well do it during the timeout. Why not?
The coach has got to request it if the official doesn't deem it necessary. So.
Well, we're at a bit of an angle, obviously, but it looks very close to me. But no measurement. 6:14 to play in the second.
Well, nobody's got any better shifting than we do. Remember Vestavia a couple years ago?
Oh,
the same guy off 3 times in a row?
Number 46.
He was one of the better players.
He's in college, too. Remember that one. Well, that's the thing. Spartan's got one of the best kickers in the state in Harrison Ritchie. So you know it's an automatic 3 if you're going to kick it. But tell you what, this close with this type ball game, you go for it, you pin them deep. If you don't get it, the way our defense is playing.
Well, let's see what they've decided. I'd be good either way. I do like going for it, especially if you make it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like it every time if you make it. Okay. Heavy right formation. Run it right up the gut.
Yeah.
Nice push by the guys up front and a first down pickup.
And he did a really nice job of getting low. He didn't run high up there. He got behind those pads and burrowed through there. That was fine run. Now we got a first down, what, about 7.5?
And I believe that was Joyner again, right?
Yep, it was, and he was following the center, Ricks Curtis, but also number 72 over there, Ryan, let's see, John Pelham, and, of course, Lawton Sparks, number 78.
And Harold Joyner, folks, is just a sophomore. Excited about 3 years of him. Back to pass. Is it Adair? And he throws it. It's going to be picked off at the 2, and it might go back all the way. Adair slows him down, but nobody's going to be able to catch him. It'll be a 98-yard interception return touchdown.
Flag on the play. Now, it's going to be interesting. Apparently, personal foul is going to be called on, I couldn't see if it's 35, one of those guys, and I don't know. The flag came out before he scored, so I'm not sure if that's going to bring it back or not.
Well, that should bring it back, shouldn't it?
I sure think so. It's not a post-play foul.
Officials are talking about it. I'll tell you what, just hate to see that. Spartans had driven all the way down there, look like they're ready to score. Just converted on 4th and short. They're going to say the touchdown counts. They're going to call it post play. I'm with you, Russell. I thought it came down before we got to post play. Wait, which side did they call it on?
Well, I mean, I saw our guy cheering after they called the flag, so I'm not sure what that's all about.
I'll be honest, I looked away before I saw which side he indicated. Thomas Birchfield had the 98-yard interception return touchdown for Huntsville. So 2 big plays are the difference in this game, one on offense and one on defense for Huntsville.
And that's especially
Yeah.
costly given the fact that we're getting ready to score, and it's almost a 14-point swing there.
Yeah.
Last year, some of these kind of things happened to us. Good pressure from the corners there.
But last year we were very resilient. We tended to come back. We didn't always end up winning, but there were no quit in that team last year, and I suspect it'll be the same thing this year. It's going to be hard fought. These guys are in really incredible condition. They work all summer long like nobody's business. So let's look for Mount Brook to put something together here.
Well, they moved it well that time when they had the ball.
And, the other thing about us is, as we've known in the past couple of years, we're like the last 3 minutes of the second quarters where we come alive, and then we go right into halftime and come back. So
that's what we've been doing lately, yeah.
We'll be receiving the kickoff in the second half, too.
Let's go ahead and take a timeout here before the next kickoff. 5:36 to play in the second. Spartans trail 14-0 on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all. And one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
Practicing the fundamentals, that's the key to success. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on proven principles, facing challenges together to help reach your financial goals.
Personal foul, obviously, against Huntsville as they are kicking from the 25, and was that an attempted onside kick?
Well, not only was it an attempted onside kick, then they blocked below the waist on us, so we're going to have this ball down close to the 20-yard line.
Nice.
Normally, the likelihood of attempting an onside kick is when the penalty is on the other team, because even if you don't get it, you're on the other side of the 50.
That's the third trick.
That is really unusual to do it in that situation.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't get it, you're guaranteeing the other team good field position.
I mean, the way their defense has...
What happened to the penalty?
Really?
He blocked below the waist.
Well, the penalty might have been they were just the ball going out of bounds, too.
I guess, but they... Yeah, it didn't go 10 yards?
Yes, that's what I think they were.
Okay. So technically a legal procedure.
But it had to have gone 10 yards. The ball's on the 36-yard line.
You're right. And they were kicking from the, 25?
Yeah. What is that?
And now they've called something on Mountain Brook. Was it
delay game?
That ball just got put in play. How could we?
Moves the ball back.
There's a lot of mystery going on here.
With 11 officials on hand. Adair throws. Incomplete, boy.
You know, I tell you what, you're going to have the zip on the ball, because the way we throw the passes back across the field, if you don't have the zip on it, it's going to be going the other way.
Second and 10 coming up. Second and 15, I should say.
Looks like we got a timeout.
That's an official's timeout.
Got the Huntsville coaching staff on the field.
Huntsville taking full advantage of the official's timeout. I guess maybe they're looking at this heat lightning up here.
Yeah, there is some lightning we're seeing at a distance, but I'm with you, Russell. It appears to be like heat lightning. It doesn't appear to be any sort of imminent danger, and I certainly hope that it's not. But we're taking a timeout for some reason. We'll take a break, and our reason is because they are. 14-0. Mountain Brook trailing Huntsville, 5:32 to play in the second on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
For generations, people in Alabama have raised their families and made their livelihood on the land. It's this tradition of the relationship between the land and the people who care for it that makes Alabama a special place to be. This is Gene Stallings. My friends at Black Ridge Land Company are helping to continue this tradition by combining the best in brokerage service with professional land management and maintenance across Alabama. Their comprehensive approach of on-the-ground analysis coupled with the most innovative online and social media places Black Ridge Land Company in a class of their own as the only land brokerage firm that offers in-house and integrated land management and maintenance along with brokerage services. With their expert understanding of both the business side of an investment in land as well as investment for creating members for the friends and family, Black Ridge Land Company is a committed partner with you to make the most of your investment, because land is what they do.
Well, there was an extremely short heat break, so I'm not sure what it was for. We pitch it to Piber, and then he runs over the left side and got the 5 penalty yards back, plus about 2 more.
I like that. That was just a little toss out to Harrison Piber, and gets us to the outside the tackle that time, and gained us about 8 yards.
You know, we may be in 4-down territory here, so we may have 2 plays to pick up this 8 yards.
Third down. Just over 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Sure would make a difference if the Spartans could cut it back down to a 1-touchdown deficit before the halftime intermission. Connor Adair looking, throwing deep toward the sideline, just overthrown.
Tell you what, number 84, Sims Heron, was right there in the middle of the field too.
Clay Stearns, the intended receiver.
Number 24, Andrew Jansen, depending on the play.
Not often you see a catcher, the one streaking down the sidelines.
That's right. I tell you what, big load.
Normally that'd be a middle infielder.
But I'd say, the thing is, you went with a long pass. It sort of took us from.
Yeah, you got to get positive yards on third down to be able to go for it on fourth.
Or to get a field goal attempt.
High punt. It's going to come down and take a Mountain Brook bounce and be down to about the 12.
Good punt.
That'll work out just perfect.
Good job tonight by
Mason Dillard.
Mason Dillard.
22-yard punt.
Yeah, I think, with the offense right now, I think just a few little tweaks here and there and go in at halftime and at some point and check up on some of these things. There's some room to get some points on the board for us.
All right, we need a turnover here. Let them return the favor.
Yeah, a little pick six would be nice. 1st and 10. They give it to Fern. He's trying to run it wide. He's turning it on, and he is going to be hit and knocked out of bounds at around the 19-yard line. Picked up about 7 or so on the play.
Zachary Carroll on the tackle, and number 4, Chandler Cox on the tackle.
I think he's got better wheels than, the angles we're taking are just slightly off.
Yeah.
They gave him the 20. 2nd down and short.
We got him this time.
Got him hemmed in, but got to finish it off. He got away. He's down the right side and all the way to the 39-yard line. Wow.
Tell you what, it looked like Henry Bars was guiding him, but number 10 showing some speed there. Henry keeping up with him.
Yeah, it's just a good play by the running back.
You've got
that defense. You've got to push them deeper and further outside, and that's just something they're going to learn with time. We got a lot of guys. This is the first time they've been starting in a game.
They run wide left, and a good defensive play made that time by number 44 for the Spartans, Kemper Sanders.
Kemper Sanders, and we got a flag across the field on about the 38.
They threw it in the area of holding.
What a play by Kemper Sanders.
Yeah, it was blocked below the waist.
Kemper's coming off the field. Helmet came off.
Yeah, I hate that because Kemper's been making a lot of plays for us on defense. I think this is a big penalty, so even though we had a loss on 1st down, we may still take the penalty.
There was a penalty marker on the play.
It's a big one against Huntsville.
So that must be down and distance. I mean, not down, but it must be distance tacked on to the end of the play, huh?
Remains 1st down.
Yeah, it's 1st down and
because they had a loss of 4, and then the 15 yards for that's 19 yards.
They're setting up the screen, and it's defended nicely by Mountain Brook. Boy, we got in there to bust that one up. It was 58.
Number 98.
98.
Butler Wilbanks.
Butler Wilbanks showing his athletic ability playing from the nose.
And that's the 3rd or 4th helmet that's come off, and I know that's one of George's pet peeves.
I'm telling you, we're going to have to work on that next week.
Tighten chin straps.
Tighten chin straps next week. Put some stickum in them.
Nice play, though, by Butler Wilbanks. Blew that one up.
I know they micro-check those helmets to make sure they don't have any cracks in them. We're going to check them for the buckles on those things.
2nd down and long. They
Nice
give it to
tackle.
Fern, and he'll be stopped after a short gain.
Butler Wilbanks again inside.
I'll tell you what, number 32, Connor Bussman, coming up in there. Yeah,
Kemper Sanders as well.
You're starting to see Ford Alexander and Wilbanks and Colvin in there starting to feel good at that defensive front there.
All right.
Getting used to the speed of the game.
Nothing deep. Keep it in front of you.
Ooh, hit hard as he throws. It's hit hard when he caught it, too. Tried to catch it. That was a double hit for the Spartans.
That's what I'm talking about, Matt Campbell.
I'm a rhinestone hitter.
Glenn would be proud.
I'll tell you what, it was both Matt Campbell and Joey Keating.
I tell you what, how about Mr. Kemper Sanders back there applying the pressure, boom, on that quarterback.
Defense had some fun on that play.
I tell you what.
4th and very long. Now, 3:16 left. We should get exceptional field position here Their punter's been so-so. This is a low one. Uh-oh.
No, he can't hit him.
Did he signal fair catch?
His knee's on the ground. Anyway, that's incidental contact.
I'll tell you what,
that was a fabulous job of coming up and catching that ball.
Yeah, I was worried.
Candidly, I would have let it drop. Fortunately, he was the one that caught it.
If he lets it drop, it's going 20 yards the other way.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It worked for us.
Yeah, now that was a big field position saver.
All right, Sims.
Well, that really is a huge play by him.
3 minutes, 9 seconds. That's enough time for us to get in the end zone.
No question. Only need to go 51 yards.
That's all.
Service first down for Mountain Brook. Back to pass. Adair. He throws. He's looking for Sean Elmore.
Grabbing him.
Incomplete. There was some contact.
Leah maybe turn around. I was thinking Eddie was in here.
Well, we are in the Eddie Bird.
That's right.
That's box room.
And we look it up and we see the nice plaque up there. We remember Eddie fondly.
Absolutely.
Eddie's still with us.
He's
just not announcing.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. He's not here to yell at the referees.
Talked to him recently. Second down, 10. Over the middle, Sean Elmore goes up to get it, and he's got a first down as well.
Hey, and what courage he's shown, continuing to go across the middle. He has been popped on several occasions.
Doesn't phase him
when you
at all.
catch it, it doesn't hurt when you get popped.
No.
But when it goes over your head and you get hit, it stings. So, I mean, he absolutely came back in there. Velcro hands.
Spoken from a true wide receiver defensive back from 30 years ago.
First down, Service first down. Wide open over the far side. Oh, he made a man miss, and he got the first down. Tiptoeing along the sideline.
Wilson Higgins, number 9, coming in making a catch.
His dancing shoes on. I thought he'd gone out of bounds.
I love it.
Another sophomore.
Look at this. We got some guys coming in, rotating in. I love it. Giving us a spark. Great catch, Wilson.
I agree with what you said earlier. I think a score here for confidence, everything you can name is just really, really what we need.
Connor, there's the pitch to Pyburn. He gets to the edge and gets by 2 tacklers. The third one brings him down, but not until he gets all the way to the 15-yard line. That'll be a first down. Good, strong run there.
I mean, best run of the night. Not the best lick of the night. The guy he ran over earlier was that.
He's got a long stride, too. It looked like he was going to get taken down. The guy goes to hit him, and he's just already
Well, he made a really nice cut out of it. The guy had the angle on him, just cut inside him.
Yep.
And George was right. That quick pitch is working. That's worked a couple of times. Adair, straight give to Pyburn. Cuts it to the outside. Bobbled it, got it back, and got a few yards. Woo.
You know, see, we got to mix it up right now, getting it to the outside, throwing it, pass it out. It's now starting to loosen that defense up. They can't get up in that box on us.
Spartans call a timeout with 2:10 remaining. And I know we got a lot of new guys compared to last year's team and the year before that. But we're showing signs of again doing what those teams did, and that is responding late in the first half. Now we got to finish it off. We got to get it into the end zone, but that would be huge if we can do that and get it down to 14-7 at the break.
Completely agree.
You know, you're right. You know, resilient Spartans, that Spartan pride that won't go away. These are tough guys, and Russell was saying earlier, they've been working out. They're well conditioned. They ain't giving up. Keep it going. But I love it. I love how we're mixing it up right now. Huntsville's on their toes. I mean, on their heels. They don't know what's hitting them.
All right. Second down at 8 for Mountain Brook. 3 receivers right, 1 left. And it is Joyner right up the middle, a short game.
Number 5, Harold Joyner.
Not much there that time for Harold.
I like the way he hits that hole hard.
Yeah.
Tackle made by 42, Eric.
All right, here, third down. Big down right here for us.
They gained 1 yard.
So Pyburn back in, split out to the left, but he's got 10 carries for 33 yards so far.
3rd and 7. Adair has a man open at the 5, down to the 2.
Nice pass. Did you see the zip on that ball? Right on time.
Exactly, and Dylan Sullivan, number 6, making the tackle, senior tight end for the Spartans. Flag on the play.
Either formation or hold on them, letting us off the line. We're coming back, so it must be a formation.
That hurts. Man.
Yeah, that's painful.
Yeah.
So back to the 18-yard line. It's effectively a 16-yard penalty and loss of first down.
Still a lot of time, plenty of time to score, but we just made our circumstances a whole lot more difficult.
12 yards.
They're bringing the blitz
down.
off the corner again.
3rd and 12. Here comes the blitz. We throw over to where he came from, and that's a nice play. It'll get down to about the 7-yard line.
So here we are, close.
It's Dylan Sullivan again.
Dylan Sullivan with the catch. We're probably about 4th and 2.
And we're going to go for
we're bringing Harrison Ritchie right now. Tell you, Harrison is a impressive kicker, all-state.
Yeah, just want to try and get some points here. Clay Stearns is the holder.
Yep, Clay holding.
It'll be a 24-yard field goal attempt. Snap. Hold. Kick. Good.
No chip shot.
Right down the middle.
If I'd say, I don't think that was Harrison. Sort of got underneath it, but it went through.
We'll take it.
Yep.
Well, I think just getting some points on the board.
That's great. You know, because like we say, we get the kickoff to come to us. So.
43 seconds to go in the first half.
So Harrison Ritchie, a 24-yard field goal, makes it 14-3.
You know, I didn't catch who was snapping the ball.
I didn't either. We'll work on that.
Work on that. See who. See if we can find that information out for us. Well, once again, I mean, it's been a well-played game. Huntsville showing some speed, showing some power.
We're 2 plays
Two
away
big
from
plays.
being
Yeah.
up 3-0.
Yep.
Unfortunately, they do get to count those 2 plays.
They do.
All right, so we need to do good kickoff coverage here. Let's just go on the 14-3.
43 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Nice kick.
That is a very nice kick. Right at the goal line, just outside of the end zone. Right up the middle. We got 2 guys left back as safeties. We need one of them to get him. He'll just run out of bounds. Boy, tell you what, it's a nice kickoff return, but I sure would have tried something. Stayed in bounds, try to get by the last guy if I were running that kickoff back. Might not have succeeded, but I wouldn't have just run out of bounds.
I'm going to tell you what, though, you don't know. You weren't that close looking at Joey Keaton looking at him.
That's true.
He was about to lower the boom on him. He was like, I'm not taking this from Joey.
Well, he did a little stutter step there, but then he didn't. He's
like, and when Joey
with it.
When Joey done hit me, I got 87 over here. Harrison Ritchie's going to hit me.
All right, now we got
to hold him here.
Yeah, we got to hold him. We can't let them get something before halftime. Now throws underneath, incomplete. Pass was off target.
So they've got 2 timeouts left, so they've got, depending on whether they get out of bounds or not, they've got plenty of plays. Got to keep it in front of us. Nothing deep.
They faked the pass and handed off to Gary Ferns. He went down on his backside and got back up, which last time I knew you couldn't do that in high school ball.
You know what? I don't think they got any more yards. It cost them about 5 extra seconds.
And it cost them in the middle of the field, too, if they're going to try and kick a field goal at some point.
He did hit, didn't he?
Absolutely. Unless he fell on his backside with his hands underneath him.
Yeah, so I'm thinking the only possibility is maybe that backside didn't go all the way down to the ground, but it sure looked like it did.
But obviously didn't.
That was a 10-second play. They're down to 1 timeout. So, you figure they're not running the ball anymore.
Right.
So,
ball's at the 25. We got.
You get a hand up, get a tip ball, and let's run that thing back the other way.
Yeah. Really, really important to not let them get something before half after the Spartans just got that field goal.
I think a stand here is the kind of thing that kind of gets you get you jacked up going into halftime.
That's true.
That's right.
So it's third down. You know, you figured that. I don't know how good the field goal kicker is, but my guess is they need another 5 or 10 yards to.
I would think they need to get to the 15, I bet.
Third down play.
They were moving. They didn't throw it.
And that's an incomplete pass. Another poor throw by Nolan down at the feet of his receiver.
Woo, look at number 34. For Huntsville.
What's that?
It's a number 34 for Huntsville. He is his size.
All right, fourth down. Here we go.
Tell you what, he looks like a speedster.
Nolan back to pass. He is throwing deep, and it is going to be incomplete. Spartans closer to that ball than anybody else. Most notably, Matt Campbell was the closest one to it. So the Spartan defense does hold.
That's big.
9.8 seconds remaining.
You face with adversity like that right after you score. I mean, that's a tribute to them and their fortitude there to keep them out from getting any additional points.
Well, and it makes what Lee was saying earlier, carrying that football on that kickoff return, you might try and do something with it instead of just running out of bounds. All righty. Let's see what the Spartans do right here.
Well, we're going to be in victory formation.
That's right. And take it into halftime. We will get the ball first.
And there it is. So all in all, they had one big offensive play, a 44-yard run by Fern for a touchdown, one big defensive play, a 98-yard interception return touchdown by Birchfield. Other than that, Spartans played very, very well. Harrison Ritchie's 24-yard field goal, our only score. And but we go into the locker room with a positive effect.
That's right. That's right. You know, here we are. We got the field goal. That kickoff return scared us a little bit, but we have a defensive stand. We go in at halftime, regroup, get the ball back. Let's take it in for a score. We'll be 14-10.
14-3, our halftime score. Halftime show coming up next on the Mountain Brook Sportsnet.
How do you do your dance? Summertime, party time, cooking on the grill. It's a legendary taste that's been around for 50 years. A secret family recipe with the bull on the label. How do you do your dance before you put it on the table? Do you pour it on your chicken? Do you marinate your steak? Brush it on your burgers when you grill and make some gravy. Veggies and steaks, they cook up so well. How do you do it? How do you do your dance?
A dedication to quality has no fear of time. For over 100 years, we have been serving our customers with the most savoring coffee experience. Royal Cup Coffee. Savor the experience.
Practicing the fundamentals, that's the key to success. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on proven principles, facing challenges together to help reach your financial goals.
It's halftime here, game one of the 2015 season. Mountain Brook trailing Huntsville 14-3 at halftime, but they scored the last 3 points in the first half, made a defensive stop just before halftime, and will get the second half kickoff. So all of that is positive. Now time for the Books A Million halftime show, featuring the Mountain Brook Spartans Marching Band and the Dorians.
Drum Major Miller Livingston, is your band ready? School Marching Band.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all, and one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
How do you do your dance? Summertime, party time, cooking on the grill. It's a legendary taste that's been around for 50 years. A secret family recipe with the bull on the label. How do you do your dance before you put it on the table? Do you pour it on your chicken? Do you marinate your steak? Brush it on your burgers when you grill and make some gravy. Veggies and steaks, they cook up so well. How do you do it? How do you do your dance?
And welcome back to Spartan Stadium for those of you watching. First of all, let's explain why the halftime show sort of got cut short. We went instantly into a lightning delay. And of course, we're back on the tape delayed version here, like such a delay never happened. But really, on Friday night here, we had a delay of about 1 hour and 45 minutes, the time of which not one raindrop ever fell. We did see lightning in the distance, but in the distance. Nevertheless, it was close enough to where they have this rule that we can't be out there doing anything.
One time it was 1 mile away, which we were all like, yes, move.
And
that's the time it was beyond 8 miles.
And that was the latest delay. where had we not had the earlier ones, we'd have been in the fourth quarter by then. But here we are now starting the third quarter. Mountain Brook to get the ball, trailing 14-3. A little bobble, got it back. Up the far hash, there's a hole and a good run back. Is that number 4? Yes.
And he has got wheels too. He's one of the faster players on the team. So Mountain Brook in the first half, other than one possession, started everything inside our 30. So this is a great way to get going. 37-yard line, nice return. See how we come out. I'm sure they got a lot of time there at halftime to work on anything that they saw that they had not prepared for.
Service first down for the Spartans. Adair rolls right, throws, has a man open, complete at the 41, pushed out of bounds near the 45. Oh,
number 13.
They say he stepped out at the 42.
Number 13, J.P. Darnold making a great catch. Another great catch by can be an exciting receiver for us to watch this year.
Yeah, nice spin there by Connor.
So second down and 5 now. And the handoff to Harrison Pybert, who's got a hole over the right side. Harrison's got first down yardage out to the 49.
Well, based on the first 3 plays, Mountain Brook looks better on the kickoff return and the first 2 plays than any series we really had, other than the really nice drive we had down there that kind of stalled out with the turnover.
Well, you know, a delay like this can come out and make you a little flat. So Spartan's showing a couple of different little wrinkles from half.
Service first down. First and 10, Mountain Brook. Quick pass. Oh, look at the move. Just got enough of his ankle to bring him down. That's Sean Elmore again. He did get nearly 5 on the play.
And I like the confidence we're showing in Connor. I know he probably got a little shaken in that first half, and everything going the way he would have liked for it to have gone. But coming out here, he looks sharp.
He does.
Well, once again, Spartans mixing it up a little bit, showing different formations.
Second and 5. And it is Pyburn up the middle, banging his way to the 44 of Huntsville.
Another good 3 to 4 yard little run there. 4 to 3 yards of play. Can help us out and get it going.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
2-yard gain, 3rd down, Spartan.
Checking in for Mountain Brook is
Clay Stearns
and Dylan Sullivan.
Push.
The middle,
yes.
And a good push for the first down.
That's a nice leg drive there by Pyburn. Should be enough for the first down.
Big, powerful back. I tell you, it's been fun watching the Pyburn boys here the past couple of years play Spartan football. Now Reed Pyburn off at Millsaps playing this year. Harrison's older brother, that's right.
Harrison Pyburn cuts it up, short gain.
Hey, good little move by Harrison right there. Right there to meet him in the backfield as a defense lineman. Harrison makes a little move to get out for one.
Well, they stunned it on that one, and he breaks through that. He's gone because they jumped the gaps there.
Is Mike Dubo still the head coach at Millsaps? He was.
I don't know, but
so he left Luverne High School after his illustrious career.
He did. Yeah, he was at Millsaps. Now I don't know if he's still there.
Tremendous opportunity to be there. Such a tremendous challenge.
And 9 coming up. Pyburn cuts it outside, tries the stiff arm. He'll be yanked out of bounds. And nothing doing that time.
Yeah, bumped that outside, lost a couple yards on that. So it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 9, maybe almost 3rd and 10.
Yeah, he lost a yard.
Run out of bounds by the 35, Dominique Smart.
Big 3rd and 10 play here.
Tell you what, you pick up close to the first down, or either got it go for it, or you got Harrison's Richie's long leg. Let's pick up about 7 or 8 yards.
5 receiver formation.
Throws underneath. Made 1 man miss, made 2 men miss. Must have stepped out of bounds. Sean Elmore again. He got 5 yards. It'll be 4th and 5 coming up.
Number 3, Sean Elmore.
Looks like we're going to try and pin him deep.
Yeah, there's a little bit too far.
Nice series, though. Come out there, got us some first downs, move the ball down there. Kick them deep, play some D.
Well, like the way the first half was, it was field position. So right now, let's see if we can pin them deep, play a little D. Let's get it down, pin it down,
as long
pin it
as
down,
it
guys.
checks up, and it does. Well done again.
Oh, I'll tell you. You know, Mason Dillard has played
been fantastic.
Fantastic. I mean, you know, whether he's put elevation on that ball to get fair catches, and that one perfect. Couldn't ask for a better golf shot than that. Get a little draw to it.
Definitely had the action on it.
Yeah.
At the 9. Well done.
All right, with the defense in that first half, the defense line started to come through. Ford Alexander and Butler Wilbanks and Mr. Colvin over there at the end, Sam. So let's see what happens here.
We can get a turnover down here.
They were basically flawless. They were in 3 bundled trick plays. They didn't really make many mistakes.
No.
Give it to Vernon. He's tackled behind the line.
Kemper Sanders coming in, making the play. Kemper had a good first half, making
sure
a lot of tackles for us, and he's starting off the second half the same way.
Picking up right where he left off.
Yeah, Russell, you're exactly right. I mean, you know, Spartans played really good defense. There was that one play that bit us, but, you know, that's going to happen.
And give it to Fern again, and he is stuffed.
I tell you one thing I've already seen that we're doing a better job of. When he's cutting inside, we're not pushing into the middle. Ends are staying at home, staying outside, because he likes to bounce that thing outside, use his speed.
You're exactly right, Russell. All right, I like
Ford
this.
Alexander and Butler Wilbanks and others in on the stop. Virtually no gain. 3rd and almost 10. And they throw underneath. It's complete, but brought down immediately.
Great job, Joe Donald.
Joe Donald puts a big paw on him and just throws him down.
3rd and 3. See if we can get some field position here.
Great job, defense, and here we go. Starting to play into us, playing to Mount Brooks field position.
I'd scoot up a couple of yards.
Number 84 back, Sims Heron from Mount Brook, a junior.
Stands at his 47.
And I still think we can block one of these tonight.
Oh. A little bit of a high snap.
Get up, get up.
That's one of his better punts. Fair catch,
Great.
Joe made on the plus side of midfield for Mountain Brook at the 48 of Huntsville.
Just the whole second half. Did it not feel different?
Yeah.
It just, you know.
It definitely feels like Mountain Brook has momentum.
Absolutely. I mean, they were not getting anything on any of those offensive plays there, right?
Yeah.
So defense feels much more comfortable, at least appears to look much more comfortable with what they're doing and seeing out there.
3 receivers right, 1 left for the Spartans. Connor Adair gives it to Pybert. He's got a hole up the middle. He's into the secondary, and all the way to the 32-yard line is Harrison Pybert.
Bumbling, stumbling all the way up for about a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, 15, 16 yards on that play. Well done. Well blocked by the guys up front. Harrison saw the hole and burst through it, and it's a service first down. And the Spartans quickly back up to the line. And they'll run the same play. He cuts it back again. Short gain this time, and Georgie lost that helmet again.
Hope he's okay.
I thought you went down there at halftime, gave him some duct tape. And
well, there was a lightning delay, and they wouldn't let me out of the press box.
Okay, that's right.
I was handcuffed.
They weren't going to put you in danger.
That's right. Hey, I tell you what.
One of those lightning strikes that was 27 miles away might have hit you.
I tell you what, two junior linemen, John Pellman and Christian Johnson out there, really doing a fine job for the Spartans.
2nd down at 7. This time the play action pass. Connor hit as he throws, but he completes the pass anyway. And breaking a tackle, and it's a touchdown for the Spartans.
Sims Heron, number 84, scoring the first touchdown for the Spartans this season.
Oh boy, and he had to make some people miss and break some tackles and stay in bounds in order to make that happen.
He sure did. Look forward to the first Royal Cup replay coming up right after this extra point.
So the Spartans come out after the long delay. to start the second half. Offense shows some signs, then we punt them deep. Defense gets a stop. As a result, get good field position and turn it into a touchdown. And here is that Royal Cup replay, the touchdown play.
So we fake the handoff. Connor throws it about 35 yards across the field to Sims Heron. Great catch, nice move, good cut, shakes that, goes down the sideline. Touchdown, Spartans.
I love it. Junior Sims Heron on that catch, and what a Connor. We can't say enough about Connor.
Yeah, Sims Heron's got wonderful hands. Man, he remember that punt that he came up and caught?
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be exciting to watch him play for the
Heron. We're going to like it.
I mean, about to say,
yeah, I like that.
I like that.
Not sure exactly how long was that.
Well, we
started at the 48, and we got
a 16-yard.
You talking about the whole drive? 48-yard drive. That pass play was about 30.
35 in that area?
Yes, I would say 30, 35. Because we had a 16-yard run, about
That's
32.
Right.
So
30. I'm going to put down 32.
32.
That's close enough.
For those of you at home, y'all correct us.
That's right. You're watching, and you probably know exactly how far it was, but
us with no replays.
The mental replay had jammed.
Yeah,
that's right. Oh, look at that, a little pooch kick.
Perfect. Giving away our secrets now. Oh, got to get him, though. Wrap him up. Brought him down at the 32.
Number 30 in there on the tackle, Michael Smith, looks like. And then, of course, number 12, I'm a Spartan hitter, Matt Campbell.
Oh.
All right, Russ.
I may never be the same.
It's getting late. Getting bedtime. George used to tell stories to kids at this time.
That's right. What are you talking about? I'm in bed. Kids were in bed an hour ago.
14-10. Spartans have scored the last 10 points in the ball game. Look at the defense again.
That's the kind of swarm tackling that we're used to seeing the Spartans. You know, we knew they were going to run a lot of screen game, and that didn't trick us one bit.
Zachary Carroll, number 11, coming over, finishing that tackle.
Yeah, Kemper Sanders hit him first, put him on a tee, and then Zachary Carroll.
Hey, Henry Barnes over there as well.
But I say it's just a host of Spartans. Man, we got a lot of jump in our step. I love it. I love it.
2nd and 10. They give it to Fern. He gets a couple and then gets belted by Joe Donald.
And you know what? Number 44 again, right at the bottom of all that.
Yeah, Kemper has just been all over the field tonight.
I tell you, doing a fabulous job. He grabbed the shoe, and Joe finished the top, knocked him over.
Oh, Kemper's limping a bit as he comes
I think it's a water break because they really hadn't had enough rest for the last 2.5 hours.
I think he might be dealing with a cramp.
That's what I was about to say. There he goes.
And now he's going down to the turf.
You know,
it is a water break, though. You are right about that, Russell. So we're going to take a water break as well. 5:29 to play in the third. Spartans with momentum. They've scored 10 straight and out-trail Huntsville by just 4. 14-10 on the Mountain Brook Sportsnet.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all. And one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
Practicing the fundamentals, that's the key to success. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on proven principles, facing challenges together to help reach your financial goals.
Out of the timeout, 3rd down and 7.
Big third
For
down.
the Panthers, they throw underneath. And good tackling, and
it's going to
be very close to a first down.
I don't think they got it based on where I think they're going to spot this. Now, they're going to be about 2 feet short.
Ooh.
Yep, you're right.
Let's see how gutsy they are.
They're gutsy. They're going.
This could be the play of the game, guys.
Just don't jump off sides.
The fact they can't take a direct snap, they're going to have to run 4 yards. Oh, goodness gracious.
Well, guys, you remember the last time they did this, they jumped. They were disciplined that time, and we jumped in the neutral zone.
Maybe we were pulled
the other way, yeah.
I don't see them pointing at us.
No, this is against us.
Yeah, it is. And good Academy Award effort. Wow.
That's where you got to play that smart, disciplined football right there.
All right, here we go, though. Defense still looking great.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. They throw underneath. Spartans are there. And a flag flies as the tackle is made.
Let's hope that's a block in the back, not a face mask.
Number 12, Matt Campbell making the play. And number 25, Will Wetzler in the area. Zachary Carroll. Number 11 in the area. I'm wondering if it's holding.
Block in the back.
Yeah, block in the back, okay.
I saw the block in the back, but he threw it right as he was tackling up high, and so it was.
Yeah.
The appropriate call was made.
Against them. It's always an appropriate call when it goes against the opponent.
Well, that's a game changer right there. We're going to take advantage of that now. So 1st and 20.
Stay in that pistol formation. Nolan to pass, and it is caught after it was tipped by the Spartans. Wexler got a piece of it, but the receiver still reeled it in. What a play by 88 for them, William Cooper.
I could have very ended up in a pick.
You had Spartans all over the place.
I know. That guy threaded it in there.
Fantastic throw, but fantastic catch by 88. Way to concentrate on the ball.
They only gained a few yards. They give it to Fern. He's hitting the backfield. He's trying to run for his life.
Keep going back.
He is running out of options. He's going to be brought down for a big loss by Sam Colvin.
Number 91, Sam Colvin. That's the way to hold the ground, brother.
Sam was tracking him the whole way, and he ultimately did not let him get away. Great play by Sam.
That's several back there. You know, again, keeping that contained. That's what we've got to do with this kid. If he bounces it outside, he's got the speed to go.
It almost looks like a kickoff team. Holding your lanes.
So we're doing it with 3 rushers here. We may be bringing some at the middle this time, but
lost about 7 on the play. We broke through the middle, and Kemper Sanders tackled him for another loss.
44. Just keep calling that name out.
Guys, the
Kemper
defense
Sanders
just looks totally different in the second half.
I mean, I'm telling you, the whole Spartan football team looks like they went in, they regroup. You can definitely see one team's coming out flat, one team's coming out sparked, pumped up.
All right, Sims, grab this ball and go.
It's a short punt, and they get a big roll out of it. The Spartans are going to have to start at their own 21.5-yard line. But the first 9 minutes of the second half has been all Mountain Brook.
Yeah, it only may be a 7-point game in the second half so far, but it just feels like we are whipping them. Offense, defense, special teams, everything seems to be clicking.
Yeah, we definitely got a energy coming around.
2:58 to play in the third. 14-10 Huntsville. Mountain Brook football. Service first down. Connor Adair fakes and throws. Got a man. Got a first down. That's Sean Elmore. Again catching it over the middle.
He is a young guy playing like a veteran.
Getting into that danger zone over the middle, and he doesn't care about it. He is taking some hits.
Kind of looks almost flawless, too. He is playing great in the second half.
Beautiful throw and catch there for the first down. Service first down for Mountain Brook. Pyburn, right side, bowling over Panthers on his way to a 4-yard gain.
I see on the line Drew Brown's back in. Spartans rotating their guards around between Drew Brown and Christian Johnston and Pelham.
Yeah, I like the way Pyburn gets north and south behind those linemen.
Yeah. And, of course, you got your stable, Curtis and Price and Lawton there.
They got almost 5.
They sure did. Second down A long 5. Ooh, got it in there. Complete.
Wow.
Gained a couple.
I'm going to say,
I was sweating on that one.
I was feeling
bullet that you could have hung clothes on, but they would be dry by the time you got it.
That's right.
That's about a 50-yard throw.
I mean, it is amazing, those throws. I mean, how long they are.
It's a long pass for 2 yards.
3rd down and almost 3 coming up.
But another great pass.
Yeah. Play clock down to 5. Got it off just in time. And a run up the middle.
It's
I think
gonna
he
be
got
close.
the first down. I think he got it.
He got a nice surge there at the end.
A nice mark for us.
I agree. I don't usually say that, but ooh, he gave it the right foot, not the left foot. But it's going to give it to us. There we go.
Spot. Yeah.
The chains. That may be a huge conversion by the time this is all over.
Yeah.
Keeps the drive going.
And 1st down.
This quarter's about over. We're about in the 4th quarter.
1.5 minutes left in this one.
Keep their defense out there. We run the no-huddle like they do, so it's hard to substitute.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Connor throws. It's Sean Elmore. Stiff arm. And he is wrestled down after a short gain.
That was a funny-looking tackle.
It's up around the neck, and I tell you.
I think he had his foot dug in the ground, too.
I hope he's okay. That did not look right.
No, that didn't at all.
I hope he's okay.
Jake Jordan out there from the Spartans trainer, taking a look.
While they tend to Sean, let's take a timeout. 1 minute to go in the 3rd. Huntsville 14, Mountain Brook 10 on the Mountain Brook Sportsnet.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
For generations, people in Alabama have raised their families and made their livelihood on the land. It's this tradition of the relationship between the land and the people who care for it that makes Alabama a special place to be. This is Gene Stallings. My friends at Black Ridge Land Company are helping to continue this tradition by combining the best in brokerage service with professional land management and maintenance across Alabama. Their comprehensive approach of on-the-ground analysis coupled with the most innovative online and social media places Black Ridge Land Company in a class of their own as the only land brokerage firm that offers in-house and integrated land management and maintenance along with brokerage services. With their expert understanding of both the business side of an investment in land as well as investment for creating members for the friends and family, Black Ridge Land Company is a committed partner with you to make the most of your investment, because land is what they do.
Now, medical crew has been working on Sean Elmore for a while, and he is, as you can see now, being carted off the field. Thoughts and prayers with Sean, and hopefully most of this is precautionary, and hopefully it will turn out to not be something serious. We had some really good scenes that we weren't able to show you because it was such a long delay, but while he was being tended to, I'll tell you what, the stadium was silent. The Mountain Brook cheerleaders huddled together and looked like they were in prayer. The Huntsville cheerleaders then did the same thing, and even the Huntsville team all gathered together in a big huddle.
I'll tell you, Lee, in something like this, it really shows you, the great game of football is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But it is just a game. And when you see the class of Huntsville, you see the thoughts and prayers, and everybody, their heart is just going out right now for Sean, and we're hoping for the best.
Yeah, he's got the best medical care on earth.
Absolutely. When you see the Dr. Lyle Canes and the Jake Jordans and all those guys out there.
All right, we got to press on.
This community will surround each other.
2nd down and 7. They give it to Pyburn. He's got room up the middle. Look at the strong running. Got to be careful reaching out with that football at the end, though. Don't want to get it knocked out. It worked out okay that time. First down run. Watch for Harrison Pyburn.
I'll tell you what, the Spartan team was coming out with a lot of pride at halftime, and I'll tell you right now, they're playing this game for Sean. And you can see it in them, and you can see them getting all fired up in the plays there on that last play.
Yeah, they fired off on that play very nicely. First down run. It's a service first down for Mountain Brook. Connor Adair gives it to Pyburn again. Cuts it to the outside. Ooh.
And is that number 11 that got licked again?
Oh! I tell you what, he did get a big hit. Once again, big push from the offensive line there. Good 4-yard gain.
I think you're right, Russell. I do think that was number 11 again. That's the young man that he steamrolled Harrison did in the first half, and he got him pretty good that time, too.
Into the third quarter.
3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 7 when we start the fourth. 14-10. Huntsville leads Mountain Brook after 3 on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
How do you do your dance? Summertime, party time, cooking on the grill. It's a legendary taste that's been around for 50 years. A secret family recipe with the bull on the label. How do you do your dales before you put it on the table? Do you pour it on your chicken? Do you marinate your steak? Brush it on your burgers when you grill and make some gravy. Veggies and steaks, they cook up so well. How do you do it? How do you do your dales?
A dedication to quality has no fear of time. For over 100 years, we have been serving our customers with the most savoring coffee experience. Royal Cup Coffee. Savor the experience.
Practicing the fundamentals, that's the key to success. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on proven principles, facing challenges together to help reach your financial goals.
Here we go, 3. First play of the fourth quarter. Connor Adair throws. What a man! First down.
Sims Heron again.
And
how about that throw on the run by Connor?
That's the Connor Adair we know. What a great throw.
Some of Connor's best throws have been on the run tonight. That was a beauty there.
That would zip right on. I mean, he couldn't have thrown it any better. The guy's going out of bounds. Nice catch by Sims.
You see
first down.
See a quarterback coming into his own here in this game.
Service first down for Mountain Brook at the 24 of Huntsville. And he's thrown again.
Hey,
that looked like early grabbing there.
There you go. There's the flag.
Yeah, the guy that was 4 feet away did not throw it.
Yeah, hopefully we've got an 11th. I mean, what in the world? I mean, the whole stadium saw that. But they
usually when the flags come from the guy so far away, we're complaining.
Yeah.
But in that case, I think he got it right.
He definitely got it right.
That's a big walk-off and a first down for Mountain Brook.
It's going to put us on about the 12-yard line.
Another service first down.
Heading towards the field house. Let's bring this thing on home.
It's Pyburn again through the left side. Nice surge. The O-line doing their job. Harrison running behind him. And he got about 5 yards on the first down play.
And they were blitzing, too. The fact that we were able to pick that up, and he was able to pick the right hole to run through, because when they're filling all the holes, there's only one place you can go.
Yeah.
Following old Drew Brown and Lawton Sparks that time.
Harrison's such a strong runner. Runs with such authority.
Drew Brown limping around a little bit, the left guard. Look at him staying in there, rubbing dirt on his wounds.
Well, I'm hoping we pull this game out so we can go downstairs and do a midnight interview with Coach Yeager.
Well, the game will start on Friday and conclude on Saturday.
Second down. They only gave him 4 on that previous play. Second down and 6. Adair looking, throwing, corner of the end zone. There's a penalty flag. 2 of them.
When you put your hands up and your head doesn't come back.
Yep.
Face guard.
He never looked back. That's an easy call there. Well done by the officiating crew.
I think it said he hit him. I'm not sure. I think you can face guard, can't you?
In
I
high
just don't
school,
think you can make contact. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's pass interference.
yeah. I do think he may have hit him early, too.
Yeah, first down, Mountain Brook. And I'll tell you, impressively, most of the fans have come back to the game after almost a 2-hour delay.
Yeah.
So I guess it's half the distance to the goal. It's not right, because we were on about the 8-yard line. They moved us down to 4.
Yeah.
So I thought pass interference in the end zone typically, goes to the 1 or 2 yard line. They might have maybe instead of pass interference, maybe they called holding. Either way, it's first. They've got a second down. So we're going to redo.
Give it to Pyburn, right side. Touchdown, Mountain Brook. Oh, did they open a hole on the right side, and Harrison shot through there for the touchdown.
Lee Tracy could have run that ball in.
I could have. Backwards.
How about this comeback, guys? Down 14-0, and it did not look good. Get that field goal right before half, and then hold them. And we've come out here in the second half and just absolutely put it on them.
Oh, hit the upright.
The point after is no good.
Well, how about that, Royal? 16 straight points by the Spartans have them up 16-14 with the Royal Cup replay of that touchdown run.
Yeah, pretty basic. You just hand the ball off to Harrison Pyburn off the right side. Look at the size of that whole touchdown, Spartans.
Check out number 6 over there, Dylan Sullivan making some blocks, and Price Delk on the tackle. Some big blocks being made out there to make you. I'll tell you what, they should have rolled out the red carpet because he was walking in on that one. Good blocking, guys.
Spartans with their first lead of the game. They've scored 16 straight. Let's hope that single point we just lost on the extra point doesn't cost us.
Well, and think about this, really how well the defense has played.
Right.
Because defense has only given up 7 points.
On one big play.
One big play. So right now, Spartans taking command of this game.
Defense has got to continue to make plays because it's still a tight ball game. Richie's kick.
Nice.
Another strong one, deep and toward the corner. It's going to go into the end zone. Nice job by Harrison Ritchie.
We'll take over first and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
So the Panthers will start from their 20.
Spartans in that 3-5 defense.
Like Joe Donald coming on a little pressure.
They throw a quick out pattern. Chandler Cox, and then help.
Oh, that's not a late hit.
It was right at the boundary.
He left his feet inbounds.
And they threw the flag on Matt Campbell, and I don't.
It's a good play that time by Chandler Cox.
That's weak.
Making a good play.
Personally, that's like a guy who hadn't been able to do anything all night long. I think I'll just out of my pocket. That's the least egregious personal foul I may have ever seen.
Really?
All right, let's buckle down here. Gave him a little field position now. Let's take it away.
First and 10 for the Panthers at their 38. They give it to Fern, and he gets a couple and then gets drilled by Joe Donald and also number 98, Butler Wilbanks again. How many times have we called his name?
It's amazing the Spartan defense how much action the nose guard gets. I mean, every year we have a nose guard that will go sideline to sideline and make plays. Great play, Butler.
And another hard hit by Joe Donald as well. Here's the quick pass. Good short tackling there by Will Wexler. And Matt Campbell, and boy, they let go real quickly. They want to get another flag.
But look how quickly we're getting to the ball here in the second half.
Yeah.
You know, in the first half, they were slipping some tackles and getting out. None of that. I mean, we've been short-handed. Absolutely.
3rd down and 7. Cullen to pass, has a man who is then brought down. He still is not. He's going to be well shy of the first down.
I'll tell you what, 88 impresses me.
He's a big fella.
He's a big fella and moves well, catches.
Play gains 3 yards. 4th down, Huntsville.
Fourth and 4.
On the clock for Huntsville, number 3, Hayes Kane. Back to return to the starting zone, 84.
Another great defensive series from Mountain Brook. Gave up the 15-yard penalty and came back, stuffed them 3 straight downs.
Penalty marker on the play.
So it shows we're in our regular defense. Of course, we got number 84 back.
Tell you what, though, you know, it was. Had they not had a delay game, I think we jump off sides again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's uncharacteristic of us for sure. I mean, we might be the least penalized team that we play.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But again, that didn't cost us anything, which is fine. But we're going to learn from that.
4th and almost 10 now.
Good punt.
Another fair catch handled by Sims Heron.
Sims has had a big hand in this game.
He has.
Or 2 hands.
Well, he caught a touchdown pass.
He saved 20 yards on
20-yard punt return.
Yeah.
That one time.
He had a great reception over here for a first down when we were driving down towards the field house. All right, Mountain Brook.
And he's handled all the punts perfectly. And one of them was extremely difficult. First down play. Connor Adair looking, throwing deep. Has a man behind the defense. Oh, he put it right on his hands, and I think the defender got a piece of it. And that was Sims Heron again.
Who we were just talking about. Almost coming down with another big catch. Great throw.
Perfect pass.
That really was a nice pass. You know, I think you just got to tip your hand defender. I think you just got to hand it the last second. But Heron had him beat.
Yep.
He was deep.
And the pass was perfect, but the defender, number 12, I think he got a finger in there to knock it away. That's Nathan Shell.
Yeah. I bet you he plays a little deeper on the next time we go out. Going for the jugular on that one, aren't we?
2nd down and 10. Good protection by the O-line on that play, too. Little delay to Pyburn up the middle. And he got 4 yards.
We're having a lot of chin strap issues.
John Pellin coming off. His helmet's come on. Drew Brown running back. Good to see Drew's coming back in, not limping. He was hurt a little while ago.
4-yard gain. 3rd down, Spartans.
3rd down and 6 for the Spartans.
And they've walked to safety up. I don't know if you've noticed. They used to be too deep. Yeah, I think we're going to step us back 5.
Be 3rd and 11.
Penalty against the Spartans remains 3rd down.
Well, we'd like to get a first down here. Most importantly, we want the possession to end in a kick if we don't get a first down.
Three receivers right, 1 left. Adair throwing right, and that one he overthrew just a bit. It'll be 4th down.
You know, he picked the right man to throw to. He was coming across the middle, no deep help back there. just a little high. It's a tough pass.
Number 16, Mason Dillard on the punt for the Spartans.
Mason Dillard to punt again.
Nice kick.
Spiral, carrying, and a fair catch made at the 34.
You know what's impressive. We talk about our defense and how fast they are and how big and tough they are. And you look at Joe Donald, who's the anchor. We talked about him at the beginning of the game. Also our deep snapper. So, I mean, he's sitting here going full game, running, 50 yards, then about to ready to play defense. What a leader he is. Tough man.
Good to have him back. Missed him at the end of the year.
Yeah. 1st and 10. Panthers looking to pass. They try to set up the screen. Spartans had it defended, and here comes Joe Donald. He forced him out of bounds.
Great pressure. Joe's cramping.
Yeah.
Great pressure by number 91, Sam Colvin, getting back there, causing a little disruption. Joe Donald come chasing down. Drew Smith, number 2, coming up. And look at that. 1 yard loss.
Maybe got a yard on the play, but he had to run about 50 to get that one.
About a 1 yard. But I tell you, Sam Colvin, great pressure.
Well, we read it. They were trying to.
2nd down and 9.
Nice
and
tackle.
A short gain and then a shorter tackle. It's Joe Donald again. And also, once again, Butler Wilbanks.
With his helmet off, and he's coming out. We got to check these helmets, boys.
I didn't even realize Joe was still in. I thought he was cramping up.
Yeah, they're going to need to get him stretched out. I mean, we're probably
He's trying to play
we're
through.
probably the beneficiary of having a delay. Can you imagine how bad we'd be cramping if we hadn't had the delay?
Yeah.
3rd and 6. Nolan looking, has lots of time. Now he's going to run. And he's
very
going
nice
down.
tackle, open field tackle.
Drew Smith.
I tell you what, Drew Smith shows up there and plays like he's 6 feet tall, right?
But that's the kind of that is exactly what we've been hoping that we would accomplish, which is sure open field tackling.
And that was it.
And in this second half, I can't remember a tackle we've missed. It's been outstanding.
Impressive, Drew.
Excellent.
Keep it going, man.
Well done. 4th down on another Huntsville punt. See if we can get a return on one of these. Uh-oh. Got to get on it. I think he did. Yeah. Sims Heron. Well, the one time I think he was going to have a shot at a return.
He was looking at his lane.
Yeah. And I think that was the problem. You're right.
No harm, no foul. Offense back on the field.
Service 1st down at the 26. Harrison Pyburn makes one man miss.
No, that's our 10th grader.
Oh, that's
Harold Joyner.
Harold's back in there. Well, we've got a minute. I want to thank our sponsors again. Medical Properties Trust, Northwestern Mutual, Royal Cup Coffee, Black Ridge Land Company, Dale's, Bromberg's, Books A Million, and Service First. We owe y'all a great debt of gratitude that y'all have provided for us to be able to have the ability to put this on the air. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And folks listening, take note of who those folks are and make sure you use their services and products and let them know you appreciate them sponsoring Mountain Brook on the Mountain Brook Sportsnet as well. Short gain on that play for Joyner. And Harold will go out.
Midway through the 4th quarter.
I'm liking it. Just
going rapid. I kind of get the feeling we're going to have to score one more time.
Well, it sure would make things a little bit less stressful.
But it has been a fast second half.
Yeah, leading by 2, 16-14. 3rd down and 7 again. Pyburn. Too many Panthers. He gets across the 30, but it'll be 4th down.
I'll restate what I said earlier. I'm not certain we've got to score again. I'm certain that if we do score again, we'll win.
We got it. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
We're probably down to them getting the ball 2 more times.
Mm-hmm. Clock is moving, and it's at about 6.5 minutes.
Notice Huntsville's putting 2 2 backs back. They've done that a couple times tonight. Going to force try and get a little bit of return here.
Good snap back again. The punt is going to land and roll and bounce and roll and go out of bounds at the 32. Well done again. Mason Dillard.
Mason Dillard.
You know, he's had back-to-back about 36-yard net punts, and in high school, that's outstanding.
It really is. I'll tell you,
They haven't had a return, have they?
No. I'll tell you, watching them warm-ups, I mean, he puts hang time on that ball. He is punting that thing. It's impressive to watch. I tell you, our kicking game, to have a punter and a kicker like we do, that's going to go a long way this season.
That is very valuable in the high school level because not everybody has those things.
No.
Oh, boy, some nice picking his way running there by Fern.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best run he's had in the second half.
It is.
Went for 5.
Yeah.
I mean,
of course,
but I like the way we shifted into that side. You know, they had to run into the strong side for our D.
You know, and once again, you see Matt Campbell sticking his head in there, and
he was the last one up off the pile.
The whole host of linebackers.
Mid-4th quarter water break with Mountain Brook on top of Huntsville, 16-14 on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all. And one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
How do you do your dance? Summertime, party time, cooking on the grill. It's a legendary taste that's been around for 50 years. A secret family recipe with the bull on the label. How do you do your dance before you put it on the table? Do you pour it on your chicken? Do you marinate your steak? Brush it on your burgers when you grill and make some gravy. Veggies and steaks, they cook up so well. How do you do it? How do you do your dance?
Second down play for the Panthers. They're going to throw.
Great defense.
Yes.
They picked up 3 yards, but I mean, that's a lot of effort to get 3 yards.
I'll tell you what, Connor Busman, the guy came out to block him, and Connor Busman got that forearm shivered him out of the way and went to make the tackle. Number 32. Great job, Connor.
And you're right. He just beast mode went through the poor guy trying to block him. 3rd down and 1.
I love it. That might be my hit of the night.
Big play down. Down to 5:11 to play in the 4th quarter.
Take a timeout. Wow. Like that. That's one you're going to want in your pocketbook.
Boy, you got that right.
I tell you what, just that last play, I just loved it. That guy came out there to put a block on Connor, and Connor just ran.
You talk about a man on a mission. He was just not going to be stopped.
He lifted that guy about 3 yards in the air.
Boom.
And made the tackle. I'll tell you what, can't say enough about this Spartan defense and that linebacker crew, the defensive line, defense backs. The whole defense is playing fabulous.
Hey, really? I mean, think about it. 44-yard run. Other than that, this defense has been almost flawless.
You're right, Russell, in noting that they've been even more exceptional in the second half, most notably with the sure tackling.
Yeah,
but they weren't bad in the first half.
No.
Just that one big play.
But, I mean, we have called every one of those numbers out. Every one of them has done. Like, when Drew Smith makes that big tackle, Matt Campbell's made plays, Zachary Carroll, Will Bay.
But that's indicative of the way our defense plays.
Yeah.
It's swarm, it's everybody. It's not dependent on one person.
One player, no. Yeah. One goes down, one comes in.
All right, let's don't jump.
The way they're coached by our excellent coaching staff. Big 3rd and 1 play here. Don't jump. You guys already said that, didn't you?
It still applies.
I feel Ford Alexander coming in for a boom. Come on, Ford.
They run it. Ooh.
He didn't get it.
Ooh, get it.
He didn't get
It's going to be close.
Hey, look who's coming up from the bottom of that pile.
98 again?
98.
Butler Wilbanks.
98 again, 89, all of them, I tell you. But 98, Butler Wilbanks, fabulous job tonight coming in.
Hey, they're not going to punt here, guys. This may be the ball game. We got 4:48 to play.
It's going to be 4th down at about 1.5 feet.
If they get it, it's not the end for us. If they don't get it, it may be the end for them.
Yep.
Come on, boys.
Don't jump. You do the phantom stop. Look at Joe Donald getting the defense ready.
Yeah, jumping back, jumping out. We got them all confused.
What happened there?
They call timeout?
Did they burn another timeout?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe we call timeout.
Yeah, Mountain Brook called timeout.
Mountain Brook.
This time we'll take a break as well. 4:18 to play in the fourth. 16-14 Mountain Brook on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all. And one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
Practicing the fundamentals, that's the key to success. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on proven principles, facing challenges together to help reach your financial goals.
All right, here we go. 4th down, about 18 inches. Fake run, quarterback keeps. He's being stalked. He throws it up, and it is complete.
Incomplete.
Spartans take over.
How about that defense from Mountain Brook?
I tell you what, you had number 89, number 98, number 92 in there pressuring. I tell you what.
Those boys all deserve a game ball if this game stays as it is, because that defense has absolutely played lights out.
Yeah, 92, Elan Anthony was all over him, forced him to just throw up a prayer, and then it was eventually knocked down, I believe, by Chandler Cox.
It was actually a pretty smart play by the quarterback just to throw it up and try. He had nothing to lose.
Might as well. It was his only option left. All right, now if the Spartans can control the football, get a couple of first downs. Nice run on first down. Flag flies as Harrison Piper runs first down yardage, but most likely coming back.
Up, cramps. Come on, get up there.
I mean, what a run. That was a first down run. But did you see the advancement of our offensive line pushing them?
Yeah, offensive line.
I mean, the push we got on that thing was incredible. I'm not sure that, hold is what I would describe. I would say that was just an incredible push. That's a big penalty, though. Now we got 1st and 20.
Yeah, that hurts. 4 minutes exactly on the 4th quarter clock. 16-14 Mountain Brook. And now looking at 1st and 20 from the Mountain Brook 49.
Not sure why the clock didn't start. We got 20 and there's only run 4 seconds. Play clock guy, the official needs to start them at the same time.
Clyburn left side. He'll get a couple. Again, remind people we had a certainly can't call it a rain delay because it never rained a drop. Just a lightning in the vicinity delay that started at halftime. It actually cut short the halftime performance and went for nearly 2 hours before we resumed. So as we're live on hand for this part of the game, it's nearly 11 o'clock at night.
I tell you what, 1 first down may be all it takes. They are taking forever to start this play clock. We're down to 3 minutes and they ain't even started the play clock.
Remember, Huntsville burned one of their 3 timeouts. Each team with 2 timeouts left.
And here they go. We can run another 20 seconds off. Oh, they're holding it. There we go. Milk it. No reason to snap this thing any sooner than we have to. Which is exactly what we're doing. It's down to 7 seconds.
And give it to Pyburn. 2 arms wrapped around that football as he works for a couple.
Yeah, I think it's Harold Joyner. Pyburn went out. Looked like he was kind of a little dinged up maybe. But you're right. 2 hands on that football. Hold on. So they called timeout, so they're down to 1 timeout left.
But I like the way Harold protected the football.
Absolutely.
That's your top priority in this situation.
And probably not going to run for 17 yards on 2nd down.
So right. 3rd and 15, they take the timeout, so that should leave them with 1.
Yep, should have 1 timeout left, 2:39 to play. So either they'll have to use the timeout before 4th down, assuming we don't go out of bounds or drop a pass, right?
Yep.
Right.
And we'll run another 30 seconds off. So at best case scenario, they should get the ball with less than 2 minutes to play.
You know, this is hopefully we're going to come out on the other end of this, but this is sort of like last year's game with Huntsville.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how many games have we had like this last year?
Yeah, but I mean, the first game of the year came down to that last 3 seconds on a field goal.
Yeah, that was heartbreak.
So my thing is right now,
especially because we dominated that game too.
Exactly. I really feel like this game tonight, we have done that. I mean, defense is dominated,
especially in the second half. Really,
the defense first half. I mean,
they've tackled a lot better in the second half. They didn't play bad in the first half. They just played that much better in the second half.
All right, 3rd down and 15. Harold Joyner is the running back again. Behind Connor Adair. Stearns the motion man. It'll be Joyner for a yard, for 2 yards. They're trying to pull the ball out.
They pull the ball out?
No.
Officials waited forever before they blew the whistle on that play that was obviously stopped.
But you know what this does? This prevents the play clock from starting again. They got to get the ball set. Now they can run the play clock. So we're going to get this thing down to 2:50 if they don't call timeout. I mean, 1:50 before we've even got a punt.
Right.
So my guess is we're going to run it all the way down, call timeout ourselves, and then punt the ball.
That's what it is looking like.
So it should
Coach
be about
is right next to the official there.
Should be about 1:48, 1:49 when we call timeout.
And there it is. 1:49. Russell, as usual, all over the math.
Got that mental calculator clicking.
So, given the way they've at least played up to this point, it's been more of a run threat than it has a pass threat because they're big into the screen game. That's more out. It's not deep, okay? Yeah. So I'm not saying they can't go deep, but that's not what they try to do. So we're getting them out of what they want to do.
Right.
Given 1 timeout and a minute, let's say that they get it with a 1:40, when fair catch it. That's not a lot of time. They probably ought to be down on, 15, 20-yard line at the worst, right?
Yeah. I would think.
You can't pick up chunks going sideline to sideline.
Right.
You got to go down the field.
The thing is, we haven't seen their kicker, but, I would think they have to get to the 15.
Well, we know he likes to kick it low.
Yeah.
Every one of the kickoffs has been low.
That's true.
Okay, gotta take care of the ball here on this punt. Good snap. Boy, they're coming after it.
Yeah, they got it.
Flag. Come on. Nope.
And still at least got it forward. And the Spartans are taking off the ball.
They have not whistled it now. They just whistled it dead.
Into the end zone,
but it touched them.
Goes Chandler Cox.
If it hit them, it'll be our ball at that spot.
Yeah, you can't advance it, right?
But I don't know that it hit them. That's what we're saying. So we need instant replay. No, they're giving them the ball.
Give it to Huntsville.
It looked good.
That sure was exciting.
It was exciting. Thank you, Chandler Cox, for giving us some.
I might just pretend that. It happened that way and put it on the highlight video at the end of the year.
1:37 to play. Let's get ready. Here we go. All we need is 1
play defense. 1:37. 2-point Mountain Brook lead.
Watch 88.
Huntsville with the football at their 32-yard line. 1st and 10. Nowlin throws, has a man. He'll step out of bounds after a gain of about 8.
It's a good play.
Kiashis Locklear, first time we've called his name tonight, caught that pass, went out of bounds. They only used 4 seconds. Second down and 3. Nowlin to pass again. And it is complete, and boy, there were Spartans all over the place. Will Wetzler, Campbell, Chandler Cox. Wow.
I think that ball got on him so fast he didn't know it was coming.
Surprised him, yeah.
He was in the right spot. Third down. Now they go early here. Incomplete pass. It's our ball.
Yeah.
They've got to get a first down. So
1:29 left.
All right, Chandler Cox, play up on this guy.
Nowlin to pass. Has time. Throws. Incomplete.
All right, this fourth down now.
Another hard hit at the end of that play by Connor Busman.
That was actually a nice pass.
That was.
I think they would have expected him to reel that one in.
I'm about to say,
big number 88.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped it. 88's made some fine catches tonight.
All right, guys, this is the ball game right here. We hold him here, it's over.
4th down and 4.
Sending the pressure.
Nowlin hit as he throws. He completes it, but he retreated. Now he's got first down yardage and is hit hard again. When Nowlin got drilled.
Well, that time the Spartans.
They were living dangerously right there. We almost got that quarterback.
I'm about to say, the Spartans sent the pressure with Joe Donald, and the quarterback made a nice throw.
Yeah, give him credit.
Yeah.
And they initially had the first down, and then the ball carrier went behind the marker, but then got it back. Oh, they get a good block downfield there. Another nice pickup of about 5 on that play. We're at 1:04 to play in the 4th quarter. Spartans trying to hold on to a 16-14 lead. That is the result of a comeback after trailing 14-0.
At some point, Zachary Carroll's going to have to make a big play because I think they're going to go do, they're shifting up. Here we go.
Nowlin back to pass. He throws. Did he get that?
Yeah, he did
get
that. That 88 catch the ball.
William Cooper.
Impressive pass by Huntsville to make just a bullet of a throw.
Interesting, they've got Connor Busman dropped back in safety. They've been bringing Zachary Carroll up on coverage.
But I tell you,
we don't need to keep bending like this.
The Spartans were all over that last play. That was just a very good throw.
Yeah, we got to get them inbounds one play, forcing the last time out. We haven't forced them to the ball in at one time. We got to get this thing stopped.
It's at the 35 of Mount Brook. We wait a second for the chain gang to do their job.
Saying run the play clock, run the clock. Here we go.
Nowlin to pass again. Here comes the run.
There you go.
He threw it. That's got to be grounding. That's the old Kenny Stabler holding.
Did he drop the flag? He did drop the flag. That's loss of down from the spot.
Hey, how about number 89, Ford Alexander, coming from that right side over there to force the pressure.
And I think Ford worked himself through a hole to get there.
Yeah,
I think he was being held.
Absolutely. That's going to be a 10-yard loss. I don't think they care so much about the loss of down.
He obviously was just throwing it away. And you're right, his knee might have already been down before he got it out of his hand anyway.
This is going to be interesting what they're calling here. Yeah, there you go.
Of course,
Spot the ball at the spot.
It's possible. I can't tell you where their running back was.
It's not this. Illegal touching. He must have hit one of his own linemen.
Okay. I was going to say.
That's even worse. That's it. We'll take that.
Okay, it's still first down, but it's way back at Mount 49.
Yeah, yards are much more important than downs.
45.4 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter.
Question is whether
now
the clock
changed it to second down. They've changed it to second down. Second down and 26.
And we're getting off the edge.
Bouncing around and falls to the ground.
How about number 91 that time applying the pressure? Sam Colvin on the quarterback.
Well, we're finally getting in the kind of game we want, which comes down to speed. We got some speed on the edge.
That's right.
Nice play by Sam. And
third down and half the count.
Now has taken some hard hits.
He has.
A sack here pretty much does it.
3rd and 26 at the Mountain Brook 49.
Nothing deep, boys.
Allen rolls right. He throws incomplete. 4th down.
Right, 4th down, you just cannot have a pass interference. We got to play safety defense, get back there, knock the ball down. No reason to pick it off, just knock the ball down. This game is over. And they're calling their last time out.
Yeah.
So this is it.
And they're going to draw up a play in the dirt with their last time out. 35 seconds remain.
This is going to be fun, guys. We're going to have 3 rabbits, as they call them, trying to get back to the quarterback, and we're going to drop 8 guys in coverage. Probably going to have 4 guys around the 30-yard line, 25-yard line. We're going to see how good this guy's arm is, because he's going to have to throw it about 40 yards.
But now keep in mind, and we don't know anything much about their kicker as far as field goals, but they do just need a field goal. They don't have to get it to the end zone.
They got to get inside the 25-yard line.
Right.
It's 4th down.
Right.
And the thing is, by what they've just done is use their last time out. So, you know, odds are to get this play, they're going to have to go to the middle of the field. That's going to make the clock run.
Yeah.
Well, a 1st down, you're right. They'll have time to kick a field goal because they just get up there and clock it.
Right.
But I'm telling you, they don't have any timeouts.
It doesn't matter. So you're going to call the clock will stop if they get a 1st down.
Yeah.
So they'll have time to get back on the field. It'll be, 30-yard field goal.
Yeah.
But what's most important is we defend this right here.
Let's end this game, line.
All right, come on. Let's go Sam Colvin, Ford Alexander, Butler Wilbanks. They're going to have 5 guys blocking 3.
Out of the shotgun and a whistle.
I think they moved over there on the far side.
Make it 5 yards through. Yep, that's going to be the call.
There's no reason to make this any easier than it needs to be. 10, add it all, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 31 yards to go. Here we go, baby. Don't interfere. Get back there, guys, in this game right here.
Back to pass to Snowden. He'll throw it. And they try a little flip. There we go. Burton's having it at midfield.
Will Russell at the pick up off the fumble. And that's going to do it, boys. We're going to get victory formation.
I love it. Will Wetzer jumps on the ball and then just hands it to the ref.
Guys, what a comeback W.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I tell you what, this is a big game. Big win. This team is showing the spark in them. And I tell you, first game, we're headed to state. The rest of the season, let's keep it going.
Really, really impressive job by the Mountain Brook Spartans today. Trailed 14-0 at one point. Trailed 14-3 at halftime. Sat through an hour and 45-minute delay before the second half began. Played an exceptional second half. And they're going to come away victorious.
10 seconds. All that's left is the cheering.
I'll tell you what.
Whew, what a way to celebrate a 30th high school reunion evening.
That is right. Hey, you know what, Russell, you know what I love is?
I feel like it's been 31 years now.
30 years ago, our careers ended against a Huntsville team.
Yes, it did.
This year, it's
tonight, the season begins
with the Huntsville team, and we're going to state. I'm telling you, keep playing hard, guys. Let's go.
It's a victory in game number 1 of the 2015 season. Final score, Mountain Brook 16 and Huntsville 14.
And up for us next is Hoover, better known as Barry to us old folks. We're ready to go take it to the Hoover Bucks. Smack them in the mouth. Let them know what the Spartans.
Ready or not, here they come. We'll be here at Spartan Stadium next Friday night.
Next Friday night, guys. Y'all got get everybody come on out now and watch this
team. Need a big crowd.
Yep. We need a big crowd.
We'll take a community.
You're going to watch an exciting team.
Because of the delay, it is now 11:07. And we're not done yet. Back with a post-game show. A fun post-game show after this timeout on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
For generations, people in Alabama have raised their families and made their livelihood on the land. It's this tradition of the relationship between the land and the people who care for it that makes Alabama a special place to be. This is Gene Stallings. My friends at Black Ridge Land Company are helping to continue this tradition by combining the best in brokerage service with professional land management and maintenance across Alabama. Their comprehensive approach of on-the-ground analysis coupled with the most innovative online and social media places Black Ridge Land Company in a class of their own as the only land brokerage firm that offers in-house and integrated land management and maintenance along with brokerage services. With their expert understanding of both the business side of an investment in land as well as the investment for creating members for the friends and family, Black Ridge Land Company is a committed partner with you to make the most of your investment, because land is what they do.
Welcome back for the post-game show. We've got one defensive representative, one offensive representative to talk to. This was truly a team effort in the comeback. Joe Donald, just talk about the job your defense did. You guys played good, very good in the first half, but exceptional in the second half.
Well, after the first half, Coach said we had to come out second half and pitch a shutout, and I don't know if it was the rain delay or what, but we had a lot of energy coming out in the second half, so couldn't be prouder of the defense.
The energy was evident because there was a lot of force behind a lot of those hits.
Yes, sir. I don't know what else to say. The energy came from somewhere, and I don't know where, but it was awesome.
Extra time in the locker room because of the delay, so you had extra time to figure out what adjustments to make, right?
Right, yes, sir. We were just – pretty much we just knew what they had done in the first half, so we were just scheming them up like we do before any game. We just made adjustments.
All right, great job, Joe.
Sir, I appreciate it.
And then we got Sims Heron over here. I tell you what a big game. Sims playing wide receiver and punt returner. I tell you, that to me was a key part of the game tonight is you're catching on the punts, and one of them was in the first half was a key play. You running up 20 yards to make a catch with those good hands. Tell me what it was like playing your first game tonight.
It was exciting. I've never done it before. It's really cool playing underneath the Friday Night Lights. Just what part of this team, just Mount Brook community is just really amazing. So it's just great to be out here finally.
Well, fantastic. You made a couple of big catches during the game, but there was one big one. It was a touchdown. Yes, take me through that play on that touchdown when you caught that pass.
Well, I just really wasn't expecting it on that because those wide hitches just really never get thrown. I looked back, and that ball was coming, and I was like, I'm hungry for it. I'm scoring this. So I just made one move, and I'm just like, I'm taking it to the house.
Fantastic catch, fantastic play. Offense seemed like in the second half, y'all started to gel a little bit. Everything started to pop. Connor seems like he was taking command of the offense.
Yes, sir, he was.
So tell me, what did y'all do at halftime? What did y'all talk about at halftime to get y'all ready in that second half that brought that spark to you?
There's just some big adjustments we had to do. We came into the game with some big key plays that just weren't working for us, and we just fixed those during halftime down in our locker room. And just after we did that, we just had some hype in us and just did pretty good.
All right, so we got a big game next week. So we're going to tell everybody they got to be here. Who we playing next week? Do y'all know?
Bucks.
Who?
Hoover Bucks.
Do we like Hoover Bucks?
No, sir, not really.
Tonight's my 30th high school reunion, and we never lost to Hoover Bucks. We're not going to lose next week, are we?
No, sir.
All righty.
All right. Good job, guys.
Fantastic
win. Fantastic win. Way to go, Sam.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, guys.
Let's see if we can get Coach over here and talk to him. I'm anxious to talk to him.
I'm so fired up for the football season here. I mean, what a great game. We came out and we're playing, it was the first game of the season for the offense. But, man, that second half, this is an exciting team.
It really is. And, sometimes there's mistakes in the first game.
Yeah.
Think about it now. It doesn't seem like we committed very many penalties.
No.
Had the one turnover and the one big play that we gave up on defense, and that was it. Really well played for a first game.
It really was. And on offense, we just kept punching. When you keep doing that, eventually, this is what Coach was saying earlier, eventually that team's not going to want to play out there very much, and we wore them down. Let's see if we can get Coach over here.
I thought the offensive line had a good game tonight, too.
Well, great job. And we had a couple of I love the rotation of the guards in there, Christian Johnson and Drew Brown and John Pelham. That there was good rotation there. We have Lawton Sparks playing good, Price Delk, Curtis. It's great. It's going to be a good offensive line. We got depth this year, and I like that.
All right, a victory in the first game of the year, 16-14. Tell you what, Russell, just sit your microphone. George. Sorry.
Hey, man, it's 11:15 at night.
It is late.
All right, I'm going to hand this to you.
You can go grab Coach there.
Right, here we go.
And here he comes. And so you didn't even have to go get him.
Coach, it's too late. It's past Lee's bedtime.
It's good to
Congratulations.
Great to see you.
Great
yes.
game.
And great to see you after such an impressive victory, Coach. We had to stay late to get it, but it was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Well, it was. And I tell you, to me, the difference in the game, the delay was a blessing to me because Jake fed our kids, and I'm sure they didn't have anything to feed those kids. Oh yeah, Jake had peanut butter and sandwiches in there, and chocolate sandwiches and protein bars, and I think he emptied the cupboard. And in the coaches, technology now you can watch film. So we spent the 90-minute delay watching the first half and making adjustments and coaching them up. And hats off to Bert Newton and Mike Thorson, Jacob Sparkman, Chad Cochran, Shane Stearns, Jim King, Tony Johnson, Jake Collins. I got them all, I think. So,
yeah.
Well, they did a great job of coaching them up, you too, because I thought your team played well in the first half. Really, just one big defense gave up one big play and the one turnover. But other than that, you played well. I thought you played darn near perfect in the second half.
Yeah, I'll tell you what was amazing. We came back out in the second half and we had the 5-minute warm-up. I told the kids, first thing I said, tomorrow that headline is going to read that we erased an 11-point deficit. And I said, it's in your hands, and I really, you could just tell they were intent. They, after the halftime, they really felt like they were going to come out and play like they did. So that was really encouraging, really enjoyable to watch that, especially, after last year we thought we were in good shape, and then I thought, gosh, this is going to be deja vu. And but anyway, defense rose up, and Fort Alexander made a heck of a play, and so anyway, it's a good second half.
You had a lot of guys that made a lot of heck of plays tonight. It was truly a team victory.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. I mean, you just look in every area, and I mean, Sims here in the play that he made, Joe made plays from sideline to sideline. Offensive line took over the line of scrimmage. Defensive line took over the line of scrimmage, and secondary shut them down. And so anyway, like you said, I mean, everybody contributed and everybody, rose up and played big, and that's what you got to do to have a win like this.
And I gotta be honest, we were thinking about what happened in the Huntsville game last year, and glad that it worked out much better this time.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing is, this year we found a way to win, and made big plays, and I mean, the one that they scored on, we had a blown coverage, and sometimes that's going to happen, but when it came down the home stretch, I mean, they played mentally sharp. And the big thing we've been telling this week, is the best team doesn't always win, but the team that plays the best always wins. And I felt like they played better than us the first half, and we played better the second half. And so, it shook out to where, got a W.
All right. Sounds good.
I'm about to say, let's go get Hoover now.
I hear you.
Clock starting, right?
That's exactly right.
Thanks, Chris.
Like for 10 minutes.
Hey, 10 minutes, exactly. Great job, Coach.
All right, man. Enjoy your tomorrow.
Hey, we will. Thank you so much, Coach.
Coach Chris Yeager.
I tell you what.
I tell you what, he should be happy.
He should. And the energy in that second half, I'll tell you what.
We could see it.
I'm going to go find Jake and find out what protein bars and everything he's eating.
Yes.
So we were sitting there wondering, you can do that. You can get in there and watch film and coach them up, and that's what it was. That's home field advantage. So great job by that.
Paid off. Big victory here tonight. Mountain Brook trailed 14-0 and winds up winning 16-14 over Huntsville to go to 1-0 on the season. Again, we'll remind you, next week we're right back here in Spartan Stadium, and we're playing the Hoover Bucks, so we need a big, enthusiastic crowd out here for that game.
Absolutely. I tell you what, because that's one of the best teams in the state, always. But guess what? Mount Brook Spartans, we're going to state this year, guys. I'm telling you, every game we're going to be telling y'all that. So next week it starts. We're going to beat the Hoover Bucks and go up 2-0.
16-14 Mountain Brook over Huntsville tonight to go to 1-0. We thank our sponsors for their support, ask you to support them. From our partners Russell and George, I'm Lee Tracy. Thanks for watching the Mountain Brook Sportsnet.
Go Spartans.